Hey, hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the late night stream for Saturday night. We're live. All right, we're going to start putting the stream together piece by piece. Tonight's stream shall be... Let's see. We're going to say new box break. And then we'll also say jumbo pack break close. Is it actually close? No, there's just one guy in it. Binder break close. We'll also say pricing, new slabs. And I think that's it. Live card shop. I think there will be a ever so slight increase on Ascended Heroes. That's right. I went to restock them and ran out of the place where I was sourcing them. That person ran out. Let me update the website for that. Too bad, so sad. Let's see. Hey, what's up, Jack Woodworth? How's it going, man? It's another night. This was Ascended. Yeah, Ascended Heroes. Boop. Let's see. We're going to hit update on that. All right, that's been updated. Very good. I saw the packages go out, so that's good. All right, perfect. Let's see, a lot of emails. Let me go ahead and turn on the iPad at this point. It's Sunday, 1:20 a.m. And just like in the past, the reason we didn't go live sooner is because I was literally stuck with Karis because it's the weekend. That's how it happened. That's how we eventually get to a 2 a.m. start time. Because Karis and I have a lot of our quality time together late at night on a weekend. That's really how it works. So it's very hard to get to these streams at like 12 a.m. or even at 1 a.m. It eventually works its way to 2 a.m. because that's her natural sleep time. All right, let's see. You paid Deerbergs. Oh, yeah, we ate at Deerbergs today. It was really nice. Important tax return document. Really? You received a payment. Did I? What is this? Wilder Cardano, $6 monthly donation to Pokestamp Marketplace? What the hell? Okay, does he know that's still going on? We shut that down like a year ago. Alright, weird. Might need to reach out to that guy. And then, what is this? These are the website orders. We'll go ahead and check on that real fast. Grip, huh, mister? The Grip Reaper. Let's just say she had a grip on me, so I couldn't come to the stream. Let me grab this. Alright. We're jumping over here. We're gonna tag this stream. We're gonna tag this Discord. We're going live for Saturday night. Oh, it's the Saturday night stream, everybody. Can you hear the music? Is the music coming through? This is some C418, but it's not Minecraft music. Alright. Good. All that's looking fine. Probably a new giveaway tonight, right? We gave out not one but 2 slabs yesterday. All right. Here's Instagram. What you're asking? Let's see. I'll just say a lot. All right. I'm going to close this. And I'm going to close this. And probably this. And probably this. And probably this. All right, I just closed a whole bunch of browsers. Very nice. So I think we're about ready. I think I'm ready to turn over to you guys. Ooh, I'm tired, man. I am truly exhausted tonight. I'm very tired. I've been a busy bee today. Prismatic, Surging, Stellar, Twilight, Paldea Evolve. It says sold out on Paldea Evolved, huh? Think I should bring that back? Paldean Fate, English, Obsidian Flames, English, UPC, Rocket Moltres, Prismatic SPC. I haven't updated those in a while. Let me take a look. So, man, those UPCs are hard to keep track of, actually. So the Rocket Moltres hasn't been done in a while, but neither has the Eevee or the Lucario. Where's my Prismatic? There it is, 19. So what would that be? 19 times 14. All right. And what's this look like? 270. All right, that's fine actually. English 151. Paladin Fates Tusk. That says new. I can remove that now. Sea and Sky 420, huh? Celebration 1485. That's really expensive. SS Charizard, Shining Legends, Ask. You know, I feel like I'm getting to a point where all of the UPCs should just be marked as Ask, because a lot of those are very expensive now. Let's see, Pokemon English Old, we got Celebrations, Go. How's Pokemon Go doing? Let's check the price on Pokemon Go. We haven't done that in a while. Pokemon Go, ETB, sealed. News has been dry lately. Oh yeah, nothing's happening today. Not even an assassination attempt. I love the nighttime streams, even though sometimes I fall asleep during them. Do you? Nothing wrong with that. Smash that like button for me, guys. You're the early guys. Smash that like button. So, how about this? How is this looking? It looks like Pokemon Go goes up. Yes, Pokemon Go is moving without even having sold any of it, because nobody's buying it. It goes from $18 to $20. Pokemon Go is updated. I'm going to put a dash next to it to say that's where we left off on the updates. So let me run an update on this under products. Pokemon Go, man, it's a good set. I really believe that. It's all the gradable hollows with the stamped Pokemon Go symbol on it. You know, that's cool stuff. English Pokemon Go. We're going to go to quick edit. Nothing beats falling asleep to Mr.'s angelic voice. La. This is the night, oh, the beautiful night. Okay, that's updated. Blah, 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 bella notte. Oh, we've got an order. Jesse Salinas is first. That was pretty fast. Thank you, Jesse. Let's put this away. Well, before we officially put this away, let's choose the break for the Astral Radiance now. All right, so Astral Radiance. Booster box. Mr. Play My Way by Frank Sinatra. You're funny, man. Let's see. That's not even a good song. What are you talking about, man? All right. Looks like we're going to do a 13-spot round on this bad boy. Astral Radiance, 13 spots, everybody. Could be 14, actually. Think about it. Let me see. That'd be 13. 13's enough. All right, let me put this away. 13 it is. Astral Radiance. I would love to see somebody open this whole box. People tend to keep them sealed, but I like it better when they open them. I've had a bad day, and today will be even worse. My body's rejecting the plates and screws that were put in my foot, and I need to get surgery today to replace them. Damn, dude. Damn. I don't like to hear that. All right. I don't like to hear that, man. All right, let's see. We're going to say 41 in, what, 13? Damn, bro. That doesn't sound good at all. I'm sorry for the bad news, Six, but I'm happy you're here. Who's paying for all that, Six? How does it work? Insurance, mommy and daddy, the government? How does that work? Because that's obviously very expensive. Let's place this over here. That really sucks, man. That's really expensive. Me? Oh my god. I don't know, Six. Have you thought about just being really rich all of a sudden? That might work. Dang, dude. Me, myself, and I. My car's at 34 volume and the phone all the way up. My name's Sergio, too. Mister, is your volume low? No. Can you guys hear me properly? Cardconomist right now in Japan, it's daytime. What time is your surgery? 10 a.m. Tomorrow, 10 a.m.? Tomorrow? Ugh. Man, that sucks, man. Is the Gengar Consignment? He is available for Slab Away. Mr. Eddie, you're Eddie Berto, right? So I ended up buying it so that it could be used in Slab Away. Actually, let me double check the price on it right now because you might actually seriously take it. So let me just check. Gengar 163 PSA 10. Make sure I'm comfortable with the price here. Oh, man, I'm going to like throw up, dude. That Wegovy is so strong. I like one sandwich tonight, and I feel I'm going to throw up the whole night, man. I don't have nausea, but it's like, it makes me feel like I'm overwhelmingly full. So give me a second. That might not be the official price. So I see that there's one for $820, but it's in China. All right, now the problem with it being in China is I know if you actually import that, not only will you pay an eBay fee, you'll pay an import fee of about 15%. And so I'm looking for one in America because I'm in America. So the cheapest one in America is right here. It's $845. So we will actually have a slight price change to $845. I mimic the cheapest one, so we keep the price low, but that's my actual competitor when it comes to price. So you should still consider buying over here. I pay the taxes, you don't pay the taxes, the sales taxes, right? So when you check out over here, no sales tax. It's still very nice. All right. I can't wait to try Wegovy. It's powerful, man. Kick your butt. Oh, dang, dude. Karis and I went on an insane walk today. I showed pictures of it in Discord. I don't know if you guys follow us on Discord, but I posted so many pictures today. Posted a ton of pictures. Let's see. And so basically today was really nice. So of course we went out, started the day out in a nice festival. It's called the Dogwood Festival, I believe. And it's got a bunch of rides, you know, it's carnival rides, it's corn dogs. Dude, because the weather was so nice, there was like 1 trillion people there. Every single person in Lake of the Ozarks felt like they were there. And boy, it sure felt like being in Missouri because everyone looked roughly like me. Everyone looked like some German-Irish person. So yeah, it was very Missouri vibe. And then we went to a thrift shop we always drive by, but we never actually go into. And that was super cool. And then we went out to eat at a grocery store. It's an upscale grocery store called Dierberg's. There's 2 big German families in Missouri that kind of compete in the grocery business. The Schnucks family and the Dierberg's family. Dierberg's is the more upscale version. Schnucks, maybe they're closer to like Walmart in their style, but Dierberg's is upscale. So we go there, we have like some fried chicken, and they have a patio on a second floor where you can watch the boats. It's so nice. Then after that, we went home, put the cat on the leash, and let her play around outside. This is all the stuff I did in one day. It's so crazy. Then we went on this mega walk, dude. I think it was like 2 hours long. We walked for actually here, there might be a clue here. So let's see. I took the picture of the cat at 5:30, and I posted the picture of the hike at 7. So okay, it was about an hour and a half. So it was about an hour and a half walk because it only takes us like 5 minutes to get to the actual park. We live adjacent to the state park, right? And we went on a trail we'd never been down called the Devil's Kitchen. That was the name of the trail. And there were like warning signs like, hey, this one's kind of a bigger trail. And we'd never been there because to start the trail, you go down this steep hill first. And I don't like climbing hills. You know, when it comes to comfortable walks, if you just walk on a flat surface, that's way more fun, right? Well, this one's way, way, way downhill. And you can see it, you know, the trail splits off at the bottom of this hill. So we'd never done it before, but we see couples go down there sometimes. So we finally decide today's the day. The weather's perfect. We're feeling good. It's huge, dude. And it just endlessly goes down, and then it endlessly climbs back up. It's just one giant hill down and one giant hill back up. It's insane. And it's up to this point, it is the coolest trail I've ever been on, because there's this point where you reach sort of like this loop, and the loop hugs a gigantic like cavern system, and you start to have to walk on this really thin path that goes up on the side of the cliff, and you could fall over and actually get hurt. So the trail gets really dangerous at some point. And there's no safety harnesses or anything. And then you hear all these teens down there because a bunch of like young adults and teenagers made it down there. So they're just hanging out. The temperature drops like a good 5 degrees too. It's crazy. But there's like this craziest part of the trail where you're getting right up to the rocks now, the giant rock formations. And beneath you, there's these huge crevices or crevasses or whatever the word is. And you have to actually jump them to continue the path. And they're spread apart. You have to actually really jump. And if you miss, you fall down. You fall down like 2 stories to make it. And that's what you have to do to finish the path. So it's this actually, it doesn't even warn you about that when you go down there. So it's actually this really dangerous, I mean, seriously, you could really get hurt down there. So it's a really dangerous trail. And it's so wild because you're so far away from the road at that point. If you missed the jump, uh, what's going to happen? I mean, there's no cops or ambulance that can reach you for like a good 30 minutes. They would have to they'd have to hike down the same dangerous trail. So it was really crazy. And after you jump over these giant crevices and risk falling down them and seriously getting injured, you reach like this cave system, cliff system, and the pictures don't do it justice because it looks like just a small rock. It's massive. It's like the size of a warehouse or something. And if I failed to take a picture of these little kids actually that were down there, and they were on the upper level of the cliff, and they were walking by, and they just looked like specks on the cliff. They're just tiny looking, and their family was with them. And I suspect they go down there a lot. They had a real redneck feeling. They're like, "What you doing down here?" We're like, "Oh yeah, we're just on this trail." They're like, "You know that heads up to the post office, right?" So we finished the trail, and it doesn't even bring us back to our car. It takes us to a gravel road in the middle of nowhere, and we have to navigate our way back to the like highway road where it's like a 50-mile-an-hour road. Then we had to walk on the shoulder for like a good 30 more minutes to make it back to our car. It was crazy. Craziest walk. There was actually some moments in the walk where it felt like we were going to run out of energy. It was really crazy. Jesse Salinas, 2 Surging Sparks, 1 Poke Shot. So that's my story. That was story time for us. It was a very challenging climb, a very challenging descent with real dangerous jumps involved in it. No safety harnesses, no way for an ambulance or a cop to get to you. And then it's a terribly designed trail because it ends in a gravel road, and that gravel road's just like a straight hill climb back to the main road where there's barely any room on the shoulder. And so there's these cars zipping by at the speed limit, which is 55 miles an hour, and you walk down the road back to your car. It's really crazy. All right, so we got 2 Surging Sparks, 1 Poke Shuffle. The Poke Shuffle is very, very popular, the Poke Shuffle. Here we are. So is it possible to find booster packs in stores? Anyways, what'd you guys think of that? I took pictures of that and posted it to Discord. I took pictures of the Devil's Kitchen Trail, and I don't think I'm going to go back on it. I think it was too dangerous. I think it took too much energy, and I would be worried that, maybe the weather's a little hotter. Cold! I'm sorry, Jesse Salinas. I'd be worried that the weather's a little too hot one day, and then I just get wiped out, and stuck at the bottom of this gorge, man. Real death trap, they say. Yeah, I think that the family that we ran into, they approached from the other side. They approached from the gravel road side. I don't know where. Like, where would they have parked even? I didn't see any cars. So, but I'd never seen any of that stuff before, and I was so shocked at how beautiful it was. I mean, I keep trying to take pictures of it, but the pictures don't really give you a concept of the depth of things or the size of things. So it's really silly. You take these pictures, and it all kind of just looks like green shrubbery and kind of small. It's not. It's huge. There we are. There was this point on the trail where if you're not paying very good attention, there's this gigantic pit, and it just falls straight down into a cave. There's not a single warning sign. I took a picture of it, and it just doesn't show you the picture doesn't show you how dangerous it is at all. So I tried to show it. It's this thing right here. See this thing? The slit? That thing is a gigantic hole that is on the trail, and it's sitting on the ground. It's not like vertical. You don't walk into it like a door. That's a hole. So you don't even see it as you're approaching. And if you were to step into it, you would fall like 2 or 3 stories down into a cave. No sign, no warning sign. You just accidentally walk wrong and kill yourself. Mr. Jesse Salinas says, like, what the fuck? It's very surprising because in St. Louis, nothing like that would have accrued. In St. Louis, nothing like that could have existed. There'd have been warning signs everywhere. There'd have been ropes. It would have been gated off. There would have been metal bars. None of that would have existed. But out here, I guess they just don't care or something. They're just like, go for it. Mister, would you ever go cave diving? I'd consider it. I don't think it's a good sport, but I'd consider it. Here's Snorlax. Here's, Primal Clash and Jungle. Here's Super Mario Brothers. Here's Lightning. Lightning. We got Miss Six shipping, please. Miss Six, let's go grab your bag. Six, I'm really sorry to hear about your foot stuff. We are. What's the future look like for you, Six? How long do you think that the healing and all that will take? There we go. How long do you think you're stuck in bed a little bit? We gotta see you get out of bed and walk on your feet again, huh? All of that is from tripping on your doggy? Man, that sucks. I'd charge the doggy the bill. You know what I would do, Six? I would take the doggy to court and be like, hey, this doggy injured me, and then get the dog to pay restitution. That's what I would do. All right, let's see. Charge the dog. I thought you meant a different foot situation. What? Imagine how many mice have fallen down there and died miserably with broken arms and Lego. Yeah, Legos are a terrible way to die. All right. I guess it's all part of life, Miss Six. Actually, I was hurting a lot at the end of this trail because the other day I twisted my ankle pretty bad. I didn't mention that in stream, but I was climbing down the stairs to the basement, and there was a box in the way, and I was just trying to avoid the box, and I kind of slipped. Oh, no, I did mention in the stream. I slipped a little bit and just landed on my left foot kind of funny, and I thought that it healed up, but by the end of the trail, my ankle was hurting real bad. Does the dog like the rats? The rats want to murder my dog. Uh-oh. That sounds a little spooky. Let's update this. All right, so we're getting that updated for Monday. Look at all that stuff. Yeah, some nice stuff in there. We have a new trade slab, by the way, guys. Take a quick look. Here it is, the Meganium Staff Trade Slab. It's not just Meganium. It's got a stamp for Mega Evolutions, and it's got the staff stamp on it as well. I think of these as something that's truly under the radar in the Pokemon card hobby, although maybe that's changing a little bit. Maybe I'm bringing attention to it. But I've been buying stamped staff cards for a little while now. They're pretty rare. Usually, you know, especially when you compare them to like modern sets. So when it comes to like buying modern cards, those staff cards are super low pop compared to anything else. They're way, way, way lower population than like a modern alt art. All right, there we go. How much for the Gengar and Mimikyu as well as the Bubble Mew? So the Bubble Mew is a break. He's a break. He's not for sale outright. You can buy into the break for $40, and this will give you a 1 in 30 odds of pulling him. Okay? Boy, you know, I wish there was a cheap way to interact. Well, I guess the Poke Shuffles are kind of cheap. We should have like $1 Poke Shuffle. Wouldn't that be interesting if we had $1 Poke Shuffles? Okay, so that's a $40 break. This is $845. You can buy him outright, or you can pay him down over 6 months. So that's possible to do. You would just start that out with the $20 6 months reservation fee, and then you will start paying them off. Thank you, Six, for the order tonight. I'm sorry about your foot. That just sounds so awful. Alexio Alvarez says, hey, yo, Mr. I have a bag, 10 Yu-Gi-Oh! Rarity Collection. You know what? I think I have to go open a fresh case of these. I'll be right back. Wouldn't the fees on that not make it worth it? The fees on what? Oh, the $1 Poke Shuffle. I think a $1 Poke Shuffle would be really cool. I just think, I don't know how that would work. All right, we're in a fresh sealed case of Rarity Collection. We just opened it. Whew. $1 shuffle, that would be the hit value. Yeah, Yeah, I don't know what the, what is this? When did he post this? 4 years ago? Huh. 4 years ago. That would have been 2022. Looks like C418 maybe made content that I haven't heard before. All right. So he said 10, right? He said 10. Yeah. All right. Let's get started. So we're opening up some Yu-Gi-Ohs tonight. Alexio paid using ZELLE. So I'm going to put him in the ZELLE giveaway tonight. That's a thing. If you pay with a particular payment system called ZELLE, you get to go into giveaways anytime you make a large payment. That's because ZELLE charges no fees. Hey, mister, I took a nice gummy. Did you? Like a weed gummy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, I'm tired, man. I'm just physically exhausted. I'm so tired. That walk was so extreme by the end of it. It was so extreme. All downhill, then all uphill right afterwards. Really, really rough. How much for my Mewtwo in the Cool Kids box? Yeah, if you would like to trade some of your cards in toward that Final Fantasy box, that's possible. We can arrange that if you want. This, or if you need cash, that's fair too. This. All right, are you asking because you would like to trade it in, or you'd like to consign it? Bills first. Oh, I hear you. Okay. Okay, give me that. Give me that. Putting this here. I'll do an analysis on it for you, okay? All right. I worked so hard today, too. I was working on getting a Taruka set ready for grading for tag. All right, Alex. You've got Skitty and Mewtwo. Skitty looks pretty clean, actually. Nah, except for it's thin on the left. And then Mewtwo, base set Mewtwo, huh? He's got an issue on this corner here, and he's got silvering on this side right here. Okay, let's zoom you into the silvering. There it is. See that? All right, so that is called silvering. So, I can buy him as near mint, and then if we zoom into this one, you can see the issue is that it's thinner on the left than the right. So I wouldn't call these strong 10s. I mean, you can still try to grade them for 10s, but I think there's a fair chance that they turn into just 9s. And obviously, if you're trying to sell them, their price would be around the near mint price. So just let me know. If you want to grade them first, that's what I would recommend. I'd recommend grading them first. And then, you know, at least you get a gamble shot at them turning into something better than a 9. Guess the downside, though, is you got to wait 6 months for them to come back from PSA 10. But that's what I recommend. But I would be happy to buy those from you if you're interested. Put this over here. All right. Thank you. Alexio Alvarez. For the Gengar, how does the 6-month plan work? Also, do you have a website that has what you have for sale? It says Kevin Rocha. Hey, so, yeah, we do actually have a website that has what we have for sale. So it's this website called our Discord server. So if you head over here, we have these selling channels. Sorry, Mr. Alexio, I'm answering a lot of questions here. But so we were just talking about our Discord server where I was posting pictures of like, you know, all the places I went walking. Well, under here we have this thing called Cardconomist shop. And look, pricey slabs, all slabs, 9s and lower, consignment, breaks history, slab away. So all the stuff is in Discord, okay? Now, what I have to say about that as well is we just reset the pricey slabs channel. Just got reset. And we're repricing those expensive slabs. That's how it works. Okay? I got to be careful putting my phone on screen, man. Let's start sneeping. Minister, can I get the base set Zard roll on Discord still? Base set Zard. Because you pulled a base set Zard. Is that why you're saying that? You know what you could do? If you had a really special moment in our stream in the past, what you can do is you can get the timestamp for that, hand it over to me, and I'll put it in the leaderboards channel. So we have a leaderboards channel in the Discord now, and it's basically a link to all the best moments in our history. And we should have implemented that 7 years ago, so that would be a really rich, dense channel, but I didn't do it because I'm a bonehead. Anyways, it sounds like a base set Charizard pull would be a leaderboard moment. All right, so here we have Dimension Shifter. I don't know if we're going to do a roll just for base set Charizard, though. I don't want too many new rolls. I would like rolls that people can earn, but I think it would be too hard for somebody to earn that roll. I got a short, I'm pretty sure. It would be better to have the timestamp of the exact moment it got pulled in a stream. But if you dig that up, which it shouldn't be terribly hard to find, because it should just be the live stream, you know, labeled, oh, we're opening up a base set box or something. You know, if you find that and you hand me that timestamp, I'll add you to the leaderboard channel. That's true for all of you guys. If you guys had a very special moment, share that with me. I'll put you in the leaderboards channel. All right. I've never had one, but after yesterday, I need one. What? Here's Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit. Kyrus and I went to Target earlier, and there was a bunch of, like, there were people in the middle of the road, blocking the road with, like, a box, and we're like, what happened? Is it, like, donation puppies or something? Because it looked like maybe they, you know, maybe they had, like, free kittens or free puppies. And as we approached, there was a gigantic turtle in the road. It was huge. Might have been a snapping turtle or something. I don't know. It was a really big turtle. And they were trying to get him out of the road so he wouldn't get ran over. There you are. Grab that. I've never had one either, 6. All right, here's this. So far, we got 2 of these Starlight Rares. None of the overframe cards. Is that what they're called, overframe? Here's Ancient Gear Fusion. Okay. You should have stolen it, mister. What, the turtle? And I don't know, something to do with the turtle. Here's Garunks. Very nice. It's Cheese. He says, hi, I'm new. Hey, what's up, Cheese? How'd your day go, Cheese? All right, here's Dimension Shifter. You need a guard snapping turtle to protect the Pokies. Yeah, maybe some guard geese. My girlfriend was going to capture a dog today. What? All right, so there we have it. Let's see. Oh, I definitely should grade Mewtwo first. I'll bribe a grader. I know what they like. Didn't know base set Mew was up in price. Let's see. TheCardconomist. This one time I got a Starlight Rare Yu-Gi-Oh card from your channel. I sold it on eBay for 400 bucks. Damn, bro. That's great. I like to hear that kind of stuff. All right. Cool, man. I've had some guys say some really nice stuff over time to me because they spent a lot of money over here. Very degenerate, right? Like, you're just opening packs, you're getting in breaks. It's really not looked at like a financially smart move. It's just some fun, right? You're just having some entertainment. But it's like all these years later, it ended up Pokemon was like the best investment of any other asset class over 7 years. So a lot of the guys who went deepest on this channel ended up doing all right. They either made their money back or they made a profit. And some people did better than that. They got really deep into the philosophical idea I had about, yeah, hey, we should be, you know, actually investing in these. So some people took that very seriously, and they bought a lot, and they held, and now they're kind of wealthy if those cards, you know, hold their price even longer. We don't know, which I think they will, actually. Of course I think they will. That's why I'm not selling any of mine. Did you need a new bag, Mr. Alexia? I don't remember if you said you did. Blue, everyone. Catnip, Mr. The Tag 10 Sylveon I have in Cyberway has jumped almost $100 more. Nice. All right, so new bag, I guess. Let's see. Oh no, there's an AL box right there that we haven't checked. There's an AL box. Alexio Alvarez. Here you are. Found you. Found you. There's an Anthony Kalura bag in here, but he's an AN. He's not an AL. Still sitting on everything I bought over the years. Anth Kalura. That doesn't belong in here. Here's an Alondro, Alexander, Alexis Lamone, Alberto, Alex Kinkella from 1224. That's definitely expired. reaching real far here. Let's get this into this box. I don't know the age of it, but we'll just put it there. I like Mr. Anthony Fuller. He's been very nice to us. All right, what did Alex leave behind? Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to move the bag out of the way, but I won't disassemble. I'll just leave it alone, but it's time for it to get out of there. Time for it to get out of there. That bag's old. Pikachu, you've seen that a couple times. Another Tifa. Sadek went. Poneta. Those are those Koro Karutas. These guys. Look them up online. Some of them are really expensive, whether they're graded by CGC or PSA. They're immensely expensive. They're exceptionally rare. I was the OG Rebel Clash investor. I'm going to simp tonight. All Pokemon will jump. Still sitting on everything. Don't tell them that. All right, what do we have here? We've got this. This is actually a consignment slab for Mr. Pat Gibbs, huh? And I guess it was sitting in the pricey slabs box because it was like $320. But I think I'll put it in the actual consignment box for now. Actually, Tammy was mentioning that I didn't have a picture of her Absol either. So let's take a picture of that. Most likely the Absol was pictured for the pricey slab channel. Look at this card. This card's just too expensive now. Put that away. How hard is it to send cards to the PSA vault? I wouldn't call it challenging. I would just call it unnerving. All right. Yeah, I imagine the PSA vault is... I don't think it's necessary for everybody, really. I would only use the PSA vault if you truly had a lot of cards that you needed to vault. So I use it because I have like $1 million of slabs, and so I said I gotta put some of these away. Where's that Tammy card? Was it really in the first pile? Oh my gosh. Look at this card, Cheese. Cheese, you got something to trade me for this Lily? Look at that Lily. Let's see, Pikachu. Put this here. Was it really in this first box? Oh, I bet it's with the expensive slabs. That's what's going on. It's gonna be in the expensive slabs box. I don't trust the PSA vault. Yeah, some people don't trust it. I don't think it's a good idea for everyone to use it when you really think about it. So let me mention something about the PSA vault. If you actually put your cards in there, to retrieve the cards, there's a fee. So they charge you an early withdrawal fee, and they charge you a shipping fee that's pretty substantial. So I wouldn't use it unless you have something that you need to protect. That's the purpose of a vault. If you don't have something you need to protect, don't bother. If you do have something you need to protect, I think you sign up for it, and then they create an account for you. And then they give you an address to ship your stuff to, and then you ship it, and it takes like, gosh, man, now it takes like 2 full months for them to submit your item into the vault. It feels like 2 full months. All right, let me just put this into the consignment channel for the moment. It takes a while. It's not like it's done in a day or anything. The Tornado live stream. There we go. Okay, so that's done. What's this? This is also consignment. Huh. How'd this get in there? This is a really, really cheap gym break. I'll put this back up on the table. We have a new box break tonight. If you guys like box breaks, we had the Destined Rivals end yesterday. This is the new Astral Radiance box break, 21 and 13. $40 gets you a spot in there. Send in for a spot in the Astral Radiance. Now, over here on the table, this is sort of like the lightning break. This Vaporeon needs 3 more people to wrap up. We have the 420 Oddish. He's 2 and 9. He might have a while before he's done. The Bubble Muse had a lot of progress. He's just a real big break. Here's the trade break. And here is, what is this? The second chance slab, the mega slab. Here's the beautiful mega slab. And don't forget, we have this wonderful Card Wars box right here. There's 1 person in here. We need 3 more. Just going over the breaks with you guys for the moment. We have the binder break. I believe there's 2 people in here, and we just need to keep adding stuff to this binder break, I think. So 2 people are in there. Mr., how was the hike and food place today? Yeah, I was just telling a story about how we went on this really severe hike where we almost ran out of energy on the hike. It was just really extreme. It was all downhill and then all uphill. There was no even terrain ever. And it was like we had to jump on these like cliffs and stuff. It was pretty nuts. Really dangerous, surprisingly. All right, we have an order from click Mr. Mark J. Valerian, who says, I got my package thanks to Miss Alexis. So here's 1 box Black Bolt Korean for her because I'm a simp, and 1 box Korean rocket to a special lady here because I'm a simper. All right, let me go grab that. What? You can't be simping, bro. Simp. I'll do it. Let's go get that Pokemon Black and Rocket. I'll be back. I gotta go grab them. All right, who are all the girls in stream? Yeah, obviously I'm a girl. What's happening to me? I'm changing. If you're a girl, out yourself. Be like, tee hee, it's me. I'm a girl. I miss 600-Pound Life. Is that show over? Did they stop filming for that? Oh wait. Oh right, this is for. Hold on. Is my 600-Pound Life still on? While not officially canceled, rumors suggest Dr. Now may be leaving the show. You can't have the show without Dr. Now. It's not possible. Hey, what's up, Mr. LaFlame? $1 Poke Shuffles for rock cards? We could do that. We've done stuff like that before. All right. So, this is the giveaway for the ladies. I know Alexis is a lady, but she's getting this, so I don't think she needs to go on here necessarily, unless Mark doesn't care. I'll place this to the side for now. Let's open this up. All ladies will go into that rocket box, and then we'll just roll die for it. Okay? Well, hold on. Let me take a picture of this for her. It's 2 a.m. in the morning, so naturally, what she's going to want me to do is text her. All right. Take a picture of that. Okay. I'm going to upload it. Oops, don't want that. I'm saying who gave it to her. Okay. There you go. Okay, so I've told her who gave it. She's probably asleep, though. I don't care, mister. I mean, I care for you, though. What? So 6, Sarah, Tammy, and Alex. Well, of course, Alex. There you go. Is Tammy here? I didn't see if Tammy was here. Okay. Miss Janice is here. We are. All right. Me. Set that there. Not me. So we'll say Janice, Alexandra. Who's here? 6, Alexandra, Janice. I'm a Wahine. Miss Beatrice. Okay. Janice, Alexandra, Beatrice. Number 4. Number 5. Number 6 can be 6. We're missing 2. We'll give Tammy a minute to come into the stream. Maybe she'll end up being in here by the end of this box. Here goes. All right. So this is a gift from Mr. Mark to Miss Alexis. Alexis, what about Jen? Is Jen in here? I missed it. It is. I think the rule should be that they should be in here. Actually, I don't really care how the rules are, but I just, I'm making up the rules as we go, I think. I missed the giveaway. Snipping this. And snipping this. You know what I missed, Mr. Alex? Using dice. I miss dice, man. Actually, I saw this toy that I thought would be really fun. I saw, yeah, I think Sarah should go in. Sarah's like super, super active. So is Tammy. Jennifer is actually a little active too, actually. Jennifer, she's been showing up in some of these streams and opening some packs. It depends on how you guys want me to do it. Do you want me to do it for girls who are here or for all girls? What? Why did that happen? What about Alicia? Yeah, Alicia's another girl. We are here's, ooh. Ho-ho. Emolga. Okay, we've got, look at that, another AR right off the bat. We only have a handful. I'm so hot, I can't stop laughing. Here's Master Ball Drillbur. All girls in the world. Here's Lampant. Here's Cubchew. I guess the first 6 that show up. Well, I'm ready to open the box as soon as this one's over. I think Tammy and yeah. No, I don't want to be mean to anyone else though. No men in women's sports. Hey, whose side are you on anyways, Lorenzo? We are. Here's Electros and Fracture. I've been watching Karis play Resident Evil. Here's this guy. All right, and Electros and Superior. Boop. How come I can't identify as a cat? Meow. Very good. If you identify as a cat, Mr. Mark, I'll accept you as a cat. Your pronouns can be cat, self, him, her. And here's Cobalion. Ooh. You can, Mark. It's 2026. And here's, whoa, there were a lot of ARs in this box. I'm kind of impressed. That was a lot of ARs in one box. Okay, now go piss, 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 piss for me. Oh, kitty. Put this over here. My cat's crazy, man. My cat likes to lick my face. It's so gross. But it's so cute at the same time. It's very cute. What I do is I cover, like, my eyes and my mouth. I don't let her come near anything important. We are. We are. I know where that tongue goes. So, we got a number of ARs, 4 of them. I hate how a cat tongue feels. Oh, yeah, it's like sandpaper. It cuts my face up right away. So, Miss Alexis actually has kind of a bag going. Here it is. She got a fat little baggie. Miss Alexis was showing us, she got rid of that car. You guys remember the story I told you guys the other day, like a month ago, about how it turned out her vehicle that she owned, that she had just purchased, it turned out to be part of like a crime scene or something like that for a missing person. So she got rid of that. I'm sure it was creeping her out, and she got herself a new little toy, a new car. She was all excited over it. She got some kind of cute little Toyota, so she was all super excited. But she got rid of that car, man. I guess nothing came out of it either. Like the cops gave it back to her. They didn't find anything useful in the car. All right, here we are. So we got Janice, Alexandra, Beatrice. I think it's safe to say Sarah's one of the most active and generous people in the group. We got to put her in there. And then I'm going to place Tammy in here too, just to fill it out, okay? Now, I'm going to leave it at 6 because that's the number of spots in the dice. So I'm generously handing these 2 spots out for free. Even though they're not here. It is landing on 6. Look at that, 6. You're having a good day. Sarah's here a lot. Yes, Sarah almost never misses a stream, so we really like Sarah. She's very nice. This is a gift from Mr. Mark to you, 6. What do you think of that? Now you're having a better day. I love you, Mr. Hey, what's up, Mr. Thim? How's life going, man? All right. Hope you pull an SAR. You could pull an SAR right now. Moltres, Nidoking, Mewtwo, Crobat. I don't like the Crobat as much. I'm actually a big fan of the Nidoking. I really like him. I feel like Nidoking's one of those Pokemon that gets overlooked a lot. Okay. But you know, the Nidoking reminds me of Gym Challenge Giovanni's Nidoking. I was always a big fan of that card. Love that card. So Team Rocket's Nidoking is cool. Reminds you of the past. There you go. A modern take on the past. Good luck. Alright, so nothing beats free. Let's see what we got in here. Wobbuffet. Here's a cold one. Here's Sneasel. Cool. Mr. Mark, the generous guy this month, we got to add $120 to the donation scoreboard. We have a scoreboard where we keep track of whoever's been most generous now. We should have done that in the past. I don't know why we didn't do that back then, but we should have. There were some real generous people back then, and without that scoreboard, we don't remember their names very easily. But now we've got it, so if you are generous, that is going up onto the internet so that people can see it. Also, I think it's fun because you guys get a sense of just the crazy amount of cards I end up donating. Like, I donated 2 slabs last night, and I don't think I updated the scoreboard for myself for that. I was too lazy. Me and Alex are trans. We feel offended. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I better put you guys up on the ladies' night giveaway. I got the rat. You got the rat. Ooh, you dirty rat. You killed my father. Tossing that. Ready? Here's a cold one. Mister, you cracked me up. Here's Zapdos. Here's a cold one. We got Nidoking. I mean Nidoking. I don't want to assume who he is. Or she is. There it is. Regirock. All that gender stuff became a really big part of politics. And you know what I have to say about that? I think that's a sign that we're a really wealthy country. Because ooh, look at that. Another AR, man. I think it's a sign we're a really wealthy country. It's kind of like first world country issues. You know, we're talking about, oh, what's a boy, what's a girl. People in other countries are like, do we have enough food for the day? Like, are we going to make it? You know what I mean? We are. So I don't think countries get to have those debates until they've kind of become exceedingly well off. Even if it doesn't feel like it. There we go. All right. Tossing this. So, just leaving this up. Good. Now, what do we got? We've got Blaziken. Oh, yes. And the Rat. Oh, yes. And Wobbuffet. You got a couple EXs. You got this nice Tyranitar Hollow. I always leave that one. And Regirock. I'm a fan of the Reggies. I think the Reggies are cool. They've grown on me over time. I wasn't always a fan of them. Miss Six, let's grab your bag. I believe you ordered a round of shipping tonight. It's just people being used. It's always some group of people being targeted by politicians. Well, I think the politicians, sometimes they're involved in, you know, setting the culture, setting the, you know, the thought leadership and all that. But also I think sometimes the politicians just reflect the will of the people too, right? Like, you don't rise up as a politician unless people support you. So whatever it is the politicians are saying, some of their ideas might not just be their own creation. Some of it might just be what the people want. Rafael Gonzalez says 2 live customs and 10 Poke Shuffles. Yes, sir. He's going in. Good luck. I love how Regigigas sounds in the anime. Yeah, I love how they sound. It's cool. We got 1, 2. I wasn't a fan of trying to find the Reggies on Game Boy playing Ruby Sapphire. I actually did all the work for once of finding them. And for some reason, because you have to work so hard to find them, it's like they're more memorable because of that. So first you have to use Dive to go catch a Relicanth. You have to have a Relicanth. And it's so hard to find one. Then you finally catch one. And I don't remember why it was important, but you had to have one. And then you visit 3 islands. And each island has like a trick that unlocks like a cave door. And one of the tricks I remember is you just had to stand there for like a full minute and not move the game. So nobody would have ever figured that out without a guide. And then you go in, you fight them. They're super weird. They have like this really weird feeling, almost like the unknown, right? They have a very strange feeling to them. And once you caught them, you feel pretty good about it. Wish I had bought the guide. I think I was using the internet by that time. Mr. Raphael, you pick up the Corsola poker card. Nice. Okay. Get in there. Ow. Pokey Shuffles. I love having to work to get legendaries. It's why they feel so cool. Well, you know, I never really fought to get Zapdos, Moltres, Articuno. I think I did run into them. But also, like with Mewtwo, I never even bothered with Mewtwo. 1, 2, 3. Bro, I always had a hard time going up the tower to get the Rayquaza. Oh yeah, you had to use it like a bike, right? And you had to be able to switch modes between fast and I don't remember. It was like aerodynamic, and I don't remember the names of it. It's too long. I did this once many years ago, and I've never done it again. But you had to switch between bouncing and going fast, and it was actually really tricky. And then you get to the top, and it's just the most epic battle ever. But I was never really a Rayquaza fan in the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Because he wasn't a psychic type. I liked psychic and I liked ghost. Yeah, he was dragon type. Ooh, dragons. Wow. A straight miss. Mr. Rafael Gonzalez, we've seen a couple people hit this. I'm so sorry, man. Sometimes this box is very cold. That's pretty rough. I'm putting you in the second chance break. I had this idea, by the way. I told you guys I'm trying to think of a new, like, RNG-based product. Here we are. And I was thinking, how fun would it be if we had, like, a guessing game where you had to guess a card in a deck? I don't know how we would turn that into a product. Raphael, that's really rough. You got into the second chance break, and you got one poker card. Now, that second chance break can still turn into a $100 card, but you're going to have to get lucky. You're going to have to get pulled. There's a couple people in there now. Maybe we should have more than one thing in the second chance break. Maybe like 2 things. But let's take a quick look. So look. So this has gotten more full. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 8, 9. So like 30 people. So, you know, that's interesting because within a month, we got 30 people in the second chance. That shows you people really do lose some money, huh? They get some rough rounds and lose some money. Crazy. Rough. Suicune, my beloved. That sounds good. So, okay, so here was the idea. I didn't really finish it. So imagine we had like a deck, right? And I curated it. I made it myself. And it was like this. And then I do like a shuffle, a shuffle, a shuffle. And then you're allowed to make a guess on this card. Now, here are the guesses you're allowed to make. You're allowed to guess the HP. You're allowed to guess the exact Pokemon. You're allowed to guess the element, the type of Pokemon. So you can say fire type. And then I flip it over. And depending on what you guessed, you win. Now, if it's going to be HP, I can limit the numbers of HP to, you know, just a certain range. So that's why I say when I say I can curate the deck, maybe there's only 24 different HPs you can choose between. The types, we can have it be only 4 types. It could be fire, water, electric, psychic, or something like that, right? So it could be only 4 types. So if you guess a type, you have a 1 in 4 odds of being right. And then Pokemon, we have a whole bunch of Pokemon in there. Your odds for the Pokemon could be 1 in 60. So you get to choose what you guess. I shuffle it up. You can be like, oh, I'm going to go by type. I know there's only 4 types in there. I'm going to guess fire type. And then I flip it around. Oh, sorry, it's dragon, you miss. Or, you know, maybe you do pull fire. Now, the only part of it that I don't know what to do with is, let's say the person correctly guesses fire and we pull a fire type. And so that means your payout for your good guess should be like 1 in 4 or 4 times or 4x or something like that, right? How exactly? I'm still trying to figure that out. I'm still putting together the game in my head. Maybe every card has a prize. Well, it's more like you decide how big of a risk you want to take, meaning you can choose between something that has a high odds of being correct or something that has a very low odds of being correct, right? So you can choose between choosing the typage, choosing the HP, or choosing the exact Pokemon, which would be the worst odds. Like, oh, there's a Charizard in the deck, and you say, I think it's Charizard. I flip it over, it's not Charizard. So you get to choose, like, how much risk you want to take guessing the card. And then I don't understand how that should benefit you. You know what I mean? I get what you mean now. Yeah, exactly. So name, HP, type. We could even have the type be just fire and just water. So the whole deck could be just fire Pokemon and just water Pokemon. So if you choose fire, you have like a 50% you have a 50% chance of being correct. And then with HP, we could do something like this. There's 6 different HPs. 60, 80, 100, 120, 100. You see what I'm saying? So if you choose a HP, you have a 1 in 6 odds of being correct. And then if you choose a Pokemon name, like Charizard, now you have an extremely low odds, like 1 in 40, 1 in 50. Depends on how big the deck is. So your odds become really small. And then we could put a couple like trainer cards in there, and they could be like a Joker card or something. Like they do something like give you a second chance or something funny like that. I don't know. So I thought about that, but okay. So basically what that means is I'm building almost like a pair of dice. That's what that is. It's like a type of dice where you choose your risk level. And I don't understand what to apply that to. Like, how does that become like an RNG product? That's what I don't understand. All right, next up we've got Team Rocket Grunt. Can I put the Scrafty Tag 10 Japanese I won on the lives up for commission and give me one Pokey Shuffle? Is that still up here? Is that still up here? Let me go see. You would like Scrafty put up for commission. All right. How about Bakugan Brawl Battle? That would be interesting. Boop. Hey, look at that, guys. Team Rocket Grunt just got the 1 card snipe. That's what everybody wishes they could do. That's the $5 snipe. All right, very exciting. Where is he? Here he is, Mufasa. There he is. He's worth $60. So you go from $5 to $60. You know that's really crazy, right, Team Rocket Grunt? We just watched Raphael. He spent $50 and pulled nothing. In fact, he got $55 of pulls out of there because he gets the bonus card, right? You did 1 card and immediately pulled a $60 card. So what are we doing with this? What do you think? PSA submission from New Year's. We'll be back. Hey, what's up, JM Life? It just takes a while. Yeah, it takes a long time. I don't exactly know when it'll come back, but it has taken like 6 months. PSA has done this before. They did this actually the last time Logan Paul got involved. Sometimes the wait times are just really, really bad. But we're waiting on it. I think we have 2 submissions that say they're in assembly, aren't they? Let me see if it still says assembly. Give me a moment here. I'm still waiting for Mr. Team Rocket Grunt to make a decision on what to do with this card. Any pack splits? Pack splits. Yeah, we have 2 pack splits. The Jungle pack split and the Primal Clash pack split. Is it Monkey D. Luffy or Luffy D. Monkey? Yeah, these 2 are still in assembly. Damn, dude. Wow. Look, I can actually show you. It's estimated that it'll be done by June. They really threw that far out there. But here's the crazy part. Look at these. These are supposed to have been done by April and May, and they're still in research and ID. They're just taking their sweet time or something. It's like frozen. So that sucks. You think I should ever call them and get all mean about it? What are we doing here, Mr. Team Rocket Grunt? I bet he's trying to like research it or something, but we are. I gotta hurry because Miss Jen has an order. Miss Jen has an order for 12 of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Rarity V's. Ooh, that's going to be nice. Mister, hit them with the, do you even know who I am? And they'll speed up. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I mean, that's a bit arrogant, don't you think? You know, there's probably a lot of important people grading their cards, but it would be nice for at least one of them to come back. It'd be nice for one of them to come back because we haven't had a PSA return in a while. He isn't here. Did he really step away? Oh, my God. All right, so I know he's going to re-roll this. I'm just going to set this over here. Can I see any kind of packs? I just want to see what they look like. Hey, look, Lord Connor, first chapter. Miss Jen. All right, 12 Yu-Gi-Oh! Rarities. Ready? Let's get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Miss Jen was patiently waiting for this the whole time. All right. How are the Yu-Gi-Oh! Rarity Vs doing? Are they jumping in price? Have they stayed roughly the same since launch, or have they jumped real heavy? Here we are. Ready? I noticed they are opening a lot. Mister's a very important person. There we go. There we go. I bought a Mega Rayquaza 25th anniversary PSA 10 for you at 100, and it's going up. Nice, dude. A Mega Rayquaza 25th anniversary. Was there a Rayquaza in the... Oh, I know. That's the XY card. That's the XY era artwork. Nice, man. Glad to hear that. Here's Danger Nessie. Sometimes you forget what's in a card set. Here's some of these. All right. So far, Danger Nessie. Now here's Monster Reborn. How much are these Starlight Rares worth? Are they any good? I feel like they might not actually be that expensive because I noticed they pull kind of frequently. Yes, I still prefer dogs over cats. Here's Chaos Angel. And here's 3 of these. Okay, let's leave this up. Boop. Oh, look at that. That's one of those what are they called? Overframe? I think I heard somebody call them overframes once. So I assume that's what they're called. All right. And here's another one of these. Tour guide from the underworld. Overframed. Okay, cool. So I was right. Wake up your elemental hero. Nice. Here's maybe 2 of those, huh? That'd be good if we pulled 2 of them. Songs of the Dominators. All right. Here's Coblin. I'm a bitch, I'm a lover, I'm a child, I'm a mother, I'm a sinner, I'm a saint. All right, very nice. Miss Jen picking up that overframe. That's what they want. They want the overframe. Grabbing this and grabbing this. Computer, show me 2 guys doing it. Computer, show me 2 girls doing it. Computer, show me 2 anime guys doing it. Computer, show me 2 anime girls doing it. Computer, show me Itachi Uchiha. Computer, show me Itachi Uchiha with no shirt on. All right, that card costs 200. Does it really? That's kind of expensive. All right, so here's this. All right. Boop. Miss Jen, where are we keeping your stuff? Your snackety snacks. You are... I do this every time with you, Jen. No, you're in the up top box. Ha 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 ha. I found you. All right. Good. I activate my pot of greed. There we go. Meow, 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 meow. We're going to say Jen. Yep. That card is worth $212.43. What? Nuh-uh. You're tricking me. You're always tricking me. Whoa. So wait, are we actually doing the overpriced card or the... We are redoing the... Yeah, okay, so I just didn't delete the consignment channel. That's what happened. So we are redoing the consign channel. Let me respond this real fast. Let me mention this to Tammy, because Tammy was asking about this. It doesn't even matter. Why am I even... She was talking to me about it. Let me go ahead and delete this old consignment channel. We are working on consignment. That's what I thought. How goofy. Okay, now let's move this consignment back up here. And it's blank and it's empty. Nice. Does anyone go to sleep this late? Not me. My mommy and daddy say I have to go to sleep. Here's a Zuma silver signature from Azure Lane. Okay. Here's The Fall of the Airship. That's Brett Love. Okay, Mr. Brett. Pokemon Machine for 250. Aladdin Cloudin RSL. That's in English. That's a golden signature. And here's this lovely card. Let's see if this is still selling for 400. I'm curious. So this is called Redo of Healer. And I could say promo. Let's say Weiss. So there's one for sale for 400. Let me check last sold though. There's no information of it selling last for 400, but there's two for sale and they're both at 400, and neither of those sellers seem to be willing to budge on their price. So there we go. I'm going to put those up there like that. You can see some waifu cards here. We got these from our friend, Mr. John Lucas. He gave us some waifu cards. All right, so here's Anthony Rodriguez. One more spot in the Vaporeon. Here's the Vaporeon break, guys. I'd love to see who pulls it. You know, this is a vintage card, right? Vintage 9. Oops, Rodriguez. Okay. I play Kunai with chain on 6. Kunai. 2 spots remaining. Vaporeon. Ooh. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. We have an order of Sergio AL. No, Sergio L12. Give 6 the old maid Raichu 10. Wishing for good luck on her surgery. No problem. Where is that card? Can you help me out and let me know where you're finding it? So you saw it, and it's probably not on the table, is it? It's probably in the Z box, yeah? Z box it is. Is Miss 6 still here? She having some bad luck, I guess. Okay. Last saw it on the left. Oh, okay. So it might actually still be on the table, you're saying. All right, give me a second. The far left, huh? The far, not the far right. No, I don't see it here. The far left is all like, we need government groceries. Let's see. Private property is violence. Here we are. All right. Cool. Good luck in your surgery. It will cross my mind. Yeah. 6 told me she's having reassignment surgery. She's finally becoming a guy. I'm not giving you a foot massage. There you go. Miss 6, here it is. Ooh. 6. From Sergio L12. All right, there it goes. Down with non-MSRP. All right. Now, we have an order from Mr. Thim. He wants 5 of the Pokemon Japanese White and 3 Hololive Curious Universe. Here we are. I noticed the Pokemon Japanese White selling an awful lot. And so that is going to trigger an investigation on that. Pokemon cards, they're getting more expensive. It's odd because I don't think people generally love Pokemon White Flare. Usually they have to be convinced to buy it or something. Man, there needs to be a way to filter out sellers in China, because I don't feel like sellers in China are my competition. All right, what's our price? Pokemon Japanese. Oh, so the problem is our Pokemon White is way underpriced. That's the problem. So that is why it's selling. All right. It's way underpriced. And I hadn't updated it in a while. All right, so that's going to be adjusted now. Give me a moment here. We're in the Pokemon Japanese menu. It looks like Pokemon Black will be $14.50 now. And then that means Pokemon White will be $13.50. That is why it's selling so much, because people have identified that it's underpriced for right now. Now, let's go update that in the products form. We're going to go update that in all products. Made an order. Please check comment on the order when you receive it, says JM Life. Sounds good, man. I'm going to read it, and then we're going to take care of you. Oh, it looks like we... Oh, I see. Okay, so that's interesting. So I wonder if the English version of the set is underpriced, because the English and the Japanese versions are almost the same price now. What's up with that? Does that mean that they underprinted? Did they underprint the Japanese version? Let me see. Does this seem correct? Oh, wait. Is this correct? Oh. Hold on, wait. I don't even think I sourced my pricing correctly on this. All right, well, I'm just going to finish updating them for the moment. Now I'm wondering if I did this wrong. Let me update these for the moment, because I think I sourced this wrong, my pricing. All right, let's see. Doobie. I'm not a big fan of this style of music. Let's try this. Okay, hold on. Give me a second here. I just have to know. Divided by this. Okay, yeah, I took it too high. I took it too high. All right, give me a second. We're changing it again. So White Flare will be $11, and Pokemon Black will be $12. I took it too high. So 12 and 11. And it's tricky, you know, trying to price things live. It's tricky. It really is. You know, if I could sit down and spend like 20 minutes looking at everything, I'll get a more accurate price out. But one like mistake in the search, you get the wrong price. So I apologize, but let me go back and correct this now in the website. We don't want it to be too high. I noticed it was wrong when I saw how close it was to the English price. I said, that doesn't normally happen. All right, there we go. Splatoon is way better. Sorry, just got back with Sharon. Can you please re-roll the Mufasa? All right, so we need to re-roll the Mufasa, which I knew was coming. But before we do that, we're going to take care of Mr. Them. It's his turn first, since he was already here. Japanese White. All right, what we got? Where is it? Aha. One, two, three, 4, and a 5. And actually, we need to remove another thing from the menu. We need to remove the Japanese Jumbo Pack, because I do not really know if the price on that is accurate anymore. So for the moment, we're going to remove the Jumbo Pack, because I'm worried that it's out of date and that things have actually shifted upward. Back-to-back nights with 11 cold Poke Shuffles. Someone check on me. Someone check on this guy. All right. All right, them. What do we have? We've got this guy. And here's the Bouffalot. Look at that Bouffalot. Okay. Yes. Here's Archeops. Terrakion. Look at that Terrakion. He looks great. And then you pull an SR2 of this Dawn. What's her name? I don't remember her name. It is nice looking Terrakion all of a sudden. That's cool. All right. Good. Here's a holo, the pink hair girl. You just call her Dawn. She's not Dawn. The minute I said I knew she wasn't Dawn. It is. I couldn't remember her name. What's her name? I didn't play Pokemon Black and White. There you go. There we go. I turned on Pokemon Black and White and hated the design so much, I immediately turned the game off and quit. That's what happened. All right? I don't want to hear it. I blame Pokemon, not me. There you go. I'm the victim. Remember that? Didn't that girl get in trouble? The I'm the victim girl? She's in like a lot of trouble right now. Don't worry, I hated that game too. The designs were just so goofy. Some of the Pokemon were cool, okay, but like most of them were just like goofy as hell, man. There we go. All right. What do we got here? We've got Giratina, Joker, Zagok, Toxtricity, and Lightning. Thank you with them. Let's see. 6 says, might as well try one live custom. All right, I'm going to do this too, okay? Before we do Mr. Team Rocket Grunt, even though he's frothing at the mouth and he wants to know what he pulls. Best Pokemon games are Red, Silver, Emerald. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boop. All right, one cold one, 6. One cold one this time. Sorry, 6. Now, Team Rocket Grunt, I knew you weren't going to take that card because you were the one who re-rolled it last time. So, he has a very lucky 1 card pull out of that box. Oh, yeah, we need this, don't we? So he's going back in for 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So he goes back in. We're going to put it in the back of the box. Snaggity snags. And then we're going to give you a re-roll for 50, right? That's how it works. So it's ticking down all the way down to 50. Okay. He goes over there. You're going to get 10 shots. You go from 1 to 10. What do you think of that? For the price of $5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, man. I'm burping. Spearow Jungle. That sounds kind of nice. Let's go find what that is. Ooh, it's a tag 9, though. I was going to say anything from Jungle's nice. Whoa. All right. How are we looking with Spearow Jungle? Here it is. So you went from a $60 card to a $55 card. What are you thinking on this one, Mr. Team Rocket Grunt? Nothing but cold ones. What? Nobody really jumped into this one. I'm ending it. That trade break's over. We're now starting the Deoxys break. Squeak. Good night, 6. Re-roll it, please. All right. So Spearow shall be rolled. Let's grab this. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That goes back into the box. This will tick down to 45. Okay, so now it's 45. You get a re-roll of 9 cards. Good luck. Oops. The Trump shooting last night. Yeah. Somebody was trying to assassinate Trump tonight. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There you go, 9 this time. What do we got on 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Woo! Landing on Umbreon. That sounds good to me. Scary last card there, huh? All right. A win's a win, though. Let's see what you got. They're lucky Mister wasn't there. Yeah, because if I was there, I probably would have ducked under my chair or something like that. What am I going to do? I'd have been like, oh, not me. Ooh, okay, so you go from 55 to 45. That is Ruler of the Black Flame Umbreon for 45. What are we thinking now, Mr. Team Rocket Grunt? Did you all hear someone finally tried? Tossing this over here. Setting this down here. Good. And this shall say 20. 1 in. It's not hollow. Please reroll. Okay. That's the new trade slab, by the way, guys. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's going back in. Oops. Goes in the back. All right. Now, it's going to say 40. Boop. So this guy goes back. And you're going to get a reroll of 8. Good luck. 8 of them, huh? Your odds are going down, but that doesn't mean you can't pull a big snipe. Let's see what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There it goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my God. This is going to last forever, isn't it? Here we got Magneton B9, B9.5, and Squirtle Classic. That sounds like a keep, doesn't it? That sounds like a keep to me. Why is it in the box for 45, but on the table for 100? That's the set difference. So that's Black Flame versus the Trigger Trade one. I don't know why, but the Trigger Trade one goes for a lot of money. It really does. Go look at the last sold. Pretty strange, huh? So Magneton was going to be 50 anyways. Let's see. Here's Squirtle, an $80 card. Wow, look at that, guys. So he went from $5 to $130 now. What do you think of this? The only problem with the shuffles is it takes too long. I got to get to the next order. Keep Squirrel, re-rolled Magneton. All right. Here you are. Okay. So it's very fun, but it's very time consuming. And normally an order would be done by now and we'd be on to the next person. All right. Here's the Magneton going back in for 45 or for 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. I like to stock it in the back. And this is going to say 45 now. Your reroll is going to be 9 cards. There it is. Now, you ready? I will say this. It's made the Poke Shuffles very popular. But, damn, dude. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so you got a star spot, and it cannot be re-rolled. Whew! The end of the re-rolls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Boop, like that. All right. Congratulations. You went from $5 to $120 in the Poke Shuffle. Did you guys see that? Wow, wow, wow. Now, you are going into the Card Wars break. That would be the star receiver tonight. Card Wars box break. It has 2 people in it now. By the way, did you guys see we have a new box break as well? So the Astral Radiance is the next Pokemon box break. The rerolls are insane when they work out like this. It happens sometimes, and then sometimes you see people go in and instantly lose $50. So it's like, no matter how you look at it, the card goes into the box for its full value. Like Toxtricity goes in there for 75, and so, you know, you can have a guy get really lucky, and then you know, the next guy get really unlucky. Here's Jose Trevino's next. He wants 10 Pokey Shuffles. Speaking of which, good luck, Jose Trevino. How now, brown cow? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, you're in, Mr. Jose Trevino. What do we got? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's what I'm talking about. He just goes in and immediately pulls a cold round right after Mr. T. Rocket Grunt gets lucky. That's crazy. All right, that's a straight cold round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's it. TRG took all the hits. Well, he might have taken more than he paid in the box. Think about it. So he spent $5, but he took $120. So that means that 2 of the hits were removed from the box without the cold ones being removed from the box. So he did make the box colder on that round. Of course, some people make the box hotter. So like Jose Trevino, he just made the box $50 hotter. It's kind of an interesting thing, isn't it? I'm so sorry. Jose Trevino, no luck this time. Let's jump back over here. I believe we have an order with our good friend, Mr. Shows how much I pay attention to. Let's jump back here to the orders. I believe we have a Mr. Jonas Gordon order here. We took care of Miss Jennifer. Yep, that's done. And Jonas says, can you check again? So all my bags are there. Last time it did not ship. All my bags, most likely. Too much cards. For refreshments, there should be Fortnite cards and Pokemon from Crown Zenith there. All right, so you're wondering what cards you have over here. That's what it sounds like, yeah? You're wondering what cards you have over here. So I will just start looking. We have a Jonas Gordon bag here. Nice big bag, okay? That's Jonas Gordon bag number 1. Sarah Dusenberry, Anthony Ravy, Kendo Pallor. We'll check over here just in case as well. Okay, Arthur Bricker, that's expired. All right, and then where else would we be keeping Mr. Jonas Gordon? So we would keep you in a John box if you had any more cards over here. God, don't do that. Oh, we have this box up here, don't we? All right, so we have a Josh, John, Joe box. And I see what you're talking about up there. Here's Jonas Gordon, Jonas Gordon, Jonas Gordon. And then it goes over to Joshua Rodriguez, Joshua Rodriguez. So here we are. So we've got a total of 4 bags for you, Mr. Jonas. That's a total of 4 bags. And this would be $40 to ship out all these bags, okay? Just letting you know. And let me put them back in here. Now, when it comes time to shipping, be sure, if you're trying to get all these shipped out, be sure to let me know that you have some up top. Use those words, okay? Because if you don't say that, I might not catch it. Tell me you got some up top. That's the trick, by the way, because your cards are in an overflow box that are really far to the side up top. That's where they're at. They're up top. And that's a key thing to point out so I don't miss them. Yeah, that would be $40 international for shipping all this. Unless he has a bunch of slabs too. I don't think he does. So, there should be Crown Zenith in them. Please check comment. All right. You're wanting me to go through your bag to confirm there's Crown Zenith in it. All right, let's just do that real fast. It's a lot. All right. So we got all these, we got all these, we got all these. Crown Zenith, huh? All right, so you got all these in baggie number 1. Okay. Why are people selling Trick or Trade Umbreon for so much? I don't know. Because he's cool. Why not? All right. Here's Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty. Elder. They're just Chinese Flareon 1 slab. All right. I see Absol back there. That's Crown Zenith. Okay. And Helioptile. And Magmortar. All right. So Magmortar. That's and Latias. That's all Crown Zenith, isn't it? Just like you were saying. Put these in the back, maybe. Can I arrange these so these are in the back? I can put those in the back so they're all the square cards are in the back of this pack. There you go, Mr. Jonas. All right, so all of that's taken care of. Let's get to your order. You want a Fortnite Series 1, a Yu-Gi-Oh! Rarity V, and an Upper Deck Halo Hobby Box Pack. All right. There we go. There we go. Grab this. I don't make the rules, Mr. Super Dan. Go check last sold, man. Yeah, I don't make the rules on the cards. Go check last sold on Trick or Trade Umbreon and go check cheapest buy it now. And you'll see what I'm saying. Here's Fortnite Series 1. And a Yu-Gi-Oh! Rarity V. Have you ever actually tried grading those Trick or Trade cards? It's not super easy. You might have to open a ton of packs before even one of them grades 10. And then the cost of grading's pretty high, and the turnaround time's like 6 months unless you paid for, like, you know, faster grading. So it kind of makes sense. The real question is why Ruler of Black Flame is cheaper. Well, maybe because it's Japanese, you know? All right, so the Halo Hobby Pack. The Trick or Trade's in English. It's the English version of the card, and there it is. Maybe there's not as many people grading it as well, but, you know, at this point, it would take you, like, so long to grade it bulk, and again, you have to open so many packs just to find one that has the ability to grade 10, because the Trick or Trade cards are not printed very well. Yeah, Trick or Trade cards are not printed well, if you guys didn't know that. When you see a Trick or Trade card graded 10 up on this table, just know I opened a hell ton of those, or whatever the term is. I didn't want to use a bad word. An F ton of them to get 110. That's what happened. I graded so many. I went through so many to find one that could get a 10. But, you know, maybe you buy some Trick or Trades and you get the good ones, the good packs that have good 10s, easy 10s in them or something. But, no, they didn't print those very well. They're not printed, like, super nice. They're just some kind of cheapo cards, you know. We are. Ooh. 2 more cards, mister. Japanese Nikkei and Harry Potter. Oh, I have to scroll. He's correct. So he wants a Nikkei Nivel Arena BTO1 and a Diagon Alley. You got it. Sorry about that. I didn't scroll down. Here we are. The Diagon Alley. And the BTO1. Very nice. I like the variety in your order. Very fun. Opening all kinds of fun things. Okay, Harry Potter, you guys know there's a new one of those coming out. BTO1's like a cheap, sexy girl card set. Can you read my question? Says Mr. Crazy. Crazy says, I bought a slab. I don't know how long ago it was. I plan on getting shipping once I pay off the slab away that I have. If it's past the time, what happens to it law? If it's past 1 year, there is a risk it gets repoed. Okay, so I recommend always shipping stuff that's getting to a year long. Now, that being said, will it actually get repoed? Very likely not. The reason why is because when a card comes up here to be repoed, I check, oh, look at you, Madam Irma Prince, a witch. The reason why you don't have a high chance of it being repoed is because I don't take any slabs without cross-checking the name of the person on the slab. And what I try to confirm is the last time they made a purchase with me so that I can see how old their very last purchase was. So that's how I really do it. And usually if a slab is only 1 year old, the truth is I don't really take it at 1 year. Usually at 1.5 to 2 years, that's when slabs are at danger, because slabs are a little more valuable than raw cards. Most slabs have actually a value. But as a rule, I recommend getting slabs out at least within a year, just to be safe. Ooh, eel eyes. I think you're probably fine, though. I mean, you're really active. You hang out, you talk to us. I think you buy stuff from time to time. So as long as you're active, you should be all right. Like, if I recognize your name on the slab, there's just no, I don't even test it. You know how it works? The way it works is I look for names that I don't recognize anymore. Like, I've forgotten the name. I go, I haven't heard of this guy in a long time. Then I bring him upstairs and I test the age of the slab by seeing that person's last purchase with me. That's how it really works. And then again, I don't really take it at 1 year. I tell people that I do, and you should assume that I do. But the truth is, the slabs are so significantly more expensive than raw cards. I usually don't touch them unless they're really old. I go, oh wow, this is definitely abandoned. I wait for like 1.5 years But that's not the rule, so just be aware of that. That's not officially the rule. The rule is 1 year. Ooh, is that a transparent? You got a transparent. Oh, even better. You got a Cortana chip redemption. Oh, and you got a Cortana. Look at you. So he's got a specialty card here, and he's got a Cortana black finish card, or matte, or whatever it's called. It's a numbered card. Is it called augmented? I guess they call it augmented. I used to be on here like a couple months as Snorlax Milk Tank. What? You crazy, bro. Been a while. Last I heard you were moving from Lake of the Ozarks. Anyways, would a Ditto PSA 10 any good or low pop? What? I'm still in Lake of the Ozarks. There have been some changes in Missouri. I was researching places to move like crazy because I was thinking of moving to a no-tax shelter. And Missouri announced it was going to try and become a no-tax state. And so that is what's going on in Missouri right now. Missouri is very close to becoming a no-tax state. Essentially, the bill to become a no-tax state has passed the Senate and the House in Missouri, and now it is being sent to the people to be voted on in November. So this November, Missouri will vote whether to become a no-tax state. It's kind of a big deal. And if Missouri votes yes to become a no-tax state, I might just stay because I'm already in a place that is no taxes. Ooh. All right. It's not super exciting living in Missouri, I don't think. But it's really just the taxes I care about. Nobody brags about living in Missouri. Actually, if it does become a no-tax state, I think I will brag about living here. I'll be like, I'm living in a no-tax state with the cheap homes, cheap food, low cost of living. So if it does become a no-tax state, I think I will start to brag. All right. What was the NR on the Cortana? The number? Well, I can't show you the QR code, which will be right here under this scratchy part, because if I show you that, everyone else will see it too. So if I scratch this off, someone's going to steal it from you. They're going to take the code and use it before you can use it. I was going to ask, what's not being taxed? Income. So the bill, here's the bill that they're trying to pass. They want to pass a bill that allows them to raise taxes on sales of goods like food, right? They want to tax food and stuff like that. And in exchange, they remove income tax. So there's a rebalancing. All right, 5.26. Here you go, Mr. Jonas. No, the numbered. Oh, I understand now. I get you. Okay. Because both of those cards are called Cortana cards. And this one is number 3 out of 699. Number 3 out of 699. There you go. Sorry about that. You're right. There's 2 Cortanas. All right. The Missouri Constitution says that the government's not allowed to raise taxes on, like, certain goods. And so they need to change that to offset all the money they're going to lose not gathering taxes on people anymore. So they're going to, they need to make money somehow. So they say, well, we need to be able to tax things that we didn't tax in the past. And that requires a vote by the Missourians, which I guess I'm one of those, which I will vote yes 100 times on that. Not numbered. Number 3 is good, though. Haha. Did you say 2 Nikkei? Let me see. Oh, he's right. Oh, my gosh. All these little details in this order. Let me grab one more Nikkei. Here it is, the BT01. All right, last chance for a big hoochie mama to pop out of here. It's funny because all the other parts of the order is one booster pack, so my brain went into a mode where it assumed you're just sampling one of everything. Hey, that's not bad. These are very cheap, by the way. These are $3.50, these packs right here. So those are a bit of fun if you like the Nikkei video game. Nikkei's been a good seller for us. We actually have a fresh case, a completely fresh case of Nikkei Weiss Schwarz First Edition English. Completely fresh, 100% fresh, if you guys want to try that out. Here's SpongeBob, here's Charizard, Snorlax. There's a gym break. Tifa. I think we got 2 of those Tifas. Suicune. Ultra Ball. Let me take these guys down. Well, I'll show these off for a second and then take them down. Thank you, Mr. Jonas. All right. So Mr. Thin would like 2 Hollow Lives and 1 Ascended Heroes. Here we are. Big old knockers. Yeah, she's got some knockers on her. Happy Saturday night, by the way, guys. Did you guys have a good Saturday? Who had a good Saturday? I had a really busy Saturday. I was so tired by the end of that Devil's Kitchen trail. I thought I was going to die, man. I laid down on the couch. I was like, oh, my God. Yeah. Then I went and I made dinner. Karis never makes dinner. It's my job. I literally went and made her a sandwich. Yeah. How about you guys? Who cooks in your family? The girl or the boy? I cook in this family almost 100% of the time. It's extremely rare for Karis to ever cook. I went grilling at a lake here in Oregon. Oh, very nice, man. We got some bratwurst because we might do some grilling as well. Oh, did you guys see this? I don't know if you guys caught this yesterday, but we had Mr. Hawk came in here. Look at this. Hawk Camacho, he's taking the hit card. See it? So instead of accepting the prize, he accepted the Psyduck. How cool is that? So the Psyduck has been taken and will be encapsulated now. The Psyduck you all know and love from the hits. Very fun. Did I have another pack of... 2 more packs in here, okay? Let me know that. All right. It's kind of funny because a lot of people saw that Psyduck over a long period of time. So it's like, he's notable. You know what I should do? I should draw another Pokemon here in the live stream. And so that there's a video of it being drawn too. Wouldn't that be funny? Here we go. What do we got? Oh, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Mega Embor Alt on 1 pack. Hathim, you missed. I don't know if you were here yesterday, but people were going deep on this set trying to pull an SIR, and you just pull it in 1 pack. Don't show this to Tammy. Holy man, Tammy opened like 20 of these yesterday. But it wasn't just Tammy. Other people were opening a lot of these packs too. She was just one person opening a lot. Man, then Hathim pulls an SIR on 1 pack. Rafael Gonzalez reporting for duty. Damn, dude. You gotta make some people jealous over here, Mr. Hathim. I'd be jealous. Let me go grab this. Although, I don't know if Mega Embor is the most popular one. I will say that, but it must feel nice pulling an SIR. What do you guys think of that Pokemon? I don't know. It almost doesn't feel like a Pokemon to me. Yeah, weird. Doesn't have that same feel. Like Cigarette Charmander. All right. Draw another card for the breaks. There are places that make Pokemon cards that put pictures of you and your loved ones. Yeah, I've seen that. I question the legality of that. I think that those companies are probably breaking copyright rules. They're probably not allowed to commercialize that. So you are, in fact, paying for, I don't want to call it counterfeit. It would be called intellectual property theft. So you're paying them to do intellectual property theft. They've commercialized it. It's not like a hand-drawn painting, you know what I mean? It's like they're printing it, right? They're printing Pokemon-esque cards. Now, if the design of the card was completely original, let's say they designed a card and put you onto it, and they designed something completely original, and it didn't look like a Pokemon card or in the likeness of a Pokemon card at all, that's fine. But since it's in the likeness of a Pokemon card, and because they've turned that into an actual business, like that's the core product of the business, you are in fact helping them steal from Pokemon. It's like when I was selling those metal cards. I think I have some metal cards left somewhere. I gotta liquidate those. I might toss them up into the junk packs. You guys remember the metal cards? Who remember the metal cards? All right, this is going out. All right. Tammy's here. Hey, what's up, Tammy? Zagok Suicune Ultra Ball. Good. Mr. Raphael, 2 Poke Shuffles. You got it, man. All right. Tammy, I did reset the consignment channel. I just didn't actually restart the channel. And I restarted the pricey channel. That's what happened. Here it is. I thought I had done that, but I don't know if your card, I think that what had happened is the Absol had always been in the Pricey Slabs channel. It is. You did it after I told you. You're talking about the consignment channel. No, it's still there. No. I just deleted it now. I just deleted the consignment channel right now. And it was this. I deleted the Pricey channel because I was in negotiations with the guy over a card, and it was really annoying because he was going off of an old price. And this is like the third time it had happened. So I reset the Pricey Slabs channel, right? But the actual rotation down here, see, this is the rotation box. We grab it out of here. The actual rotation is the consignment slabs. So we really are on the consignment slab rotation. And then the other part to that is I never reset the consignment slab channel. It is. Put this up here. Yeah, you just deleted it. Yeah, we're deleting that because we're actually working on these. So there's your lightning. Here's somebody's machine. That's mine. In fact, let's put these up here. Here's this. Here's Master Chief. I was a bit confused because I didn't when you asked me about it at first, I was like, I deleted the consignment channel. But then I realized, I was like, wait a second, it's still there. So it's like I had actually forgotten to delete it. Here's Haruna, and I think we are all done with all the orders in the queue. The queue is empty. It's 3:11 a.m. If you guys want any action, send in an order. Why don't I talk about the binder break for a second? So the binder break is dummy thick right now with hits in it. We got Hawk and Bryce Wolf in there. Look at this. So it's actually really full. It goes all the way back here. We've been pumping new cards in there. Look at all these new cards. Got this Terrakion going in. We got some of these. We got all kinds of cards in here. It's been going on for a while. And it's real thick. Look at this. Charmander's nice. Some XY product is nice. So this is going to receive maybe a couple more cards. Let me say something about this as we make it larger. It's never really going to receive like another $100 or $40 card. It doesn't work that way at this point. The binder break has already received $160 worth of cards. That's how that works. So now we're going to look for some kind of fun filler, but it's not going to be terribly expensive, whatever it is. Let's see. I still have Pikachu Illustrator and Charizard metal cards from you. Do you really? Would you like more? Would you like more of them? Look at all these, huh? Would you look at all those cards, huh? Here, have a Dracozolt. Here, have an Orangaroo. There's a nice Orangaroo. Who doesn't want a Orangaroo? He's my favorite. All right. Hey, Tyler, where do those come from? What product? Oops. You're talking about the metal cards? I believe I ran into some of those metal cards downstairs. I think I have more I could sell. Let's see. What about this? What do we have in here? Bunch of unsleeved Celebration Hollows, apparently. Arboliva. Here's a Professor Turo. You can go nuts on Professor Turo. Ah, here we go. This is fun. Let's grab a... oh, some blank cards, huh? Let's grab a Togepi. So there's a Togepi for you. Okay. I don't know where they from. I got them from Mystery years ago. So there's a Togepi. That's cute. My brother got them from him. For me, same difference. All right. Let's see what we got here. I don't know about all this. This is like Yu-Gi-Oh or something. Have a Yu-Gi-Oh card, guys. Okay, a little Yu-Gi-Oh card in there. Good. Google says Ultra Premium Collection. Oh, you're talking about Metal Pikachu, Metal Charizard. Yeah, those are really expensive. Let's see. What about over here? What do we have over here that we could do? What is something nice we can stuff in there? Let's stuff this Houndoom in there as well. So Houndoom's going in. We're working on adding some junk to the binder break. You guys like some junk? Here's a Mimikyu. Here's a little bit of junk. Some junk in the trunk. All right. There's ones are different Cadmus, the Pikachu Illustrator. They are like fan-made. All right. What else? Maybe like one more thing. This is not a good bag. I got all these bags here for building up brand new binder breaks. Maybe this bag right here, huh? The binder break. Okay, let's see. How about a hollow Japanese Heatran? I know that gets you excited. Here's also a nice holographic Rotom. Oh, yeah. Be still, my heart. And here's a Runiclus. All right, so we add a couple cards to this. We add a little bit each day. Today, there's some more cards in there. There you have it. Not really anything crazy. But it's weird because as the days go by, it gets really large, actually. Like that, see? So it's going to get so large it won't fit in the bag anymore. We've had that happen. All right. There it is. Whoa. Dummy thick, huh? Now, let's see if there's any changes over here to the queue. Since we were just working on that, we have a Jose Trevino order. My leg. Stretching my leg here. Jose Trevino says he'll try 10 more Poke Shuffles. Really? You got it, man. All right, 10 more Poke Shuffles. Good luck in there. Look at these waifu cards, man. That's John Lucas. He gave us a lot of waifu cards. But you know, I'm not seeing them sell super fast. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's 11. You know, I would buy them, but they're not sexy enough for the Waifu Shuffle. So it has to be somebody who really enjoys these animes. Oh my God, you got another cold pull. That's crazy, dude. We saw Mr. Team Rocket Grunt pulling hit after hit after hit, and then you go into a part of the box where it's just cold. Wow. That is really bad luck. Jose Trevino, I'm going to give you... Man, I might as well give him some kind of bonus card or something. So we're going to put you into the second chance pull again. I'm not sure if you went in last time, actually. But you need to go in this time because that total is $100. It is? Wow. Hey, what's up, Mr. Tycho TCG Official? How's it going, man? You like the shorts? Yeah, we post a lot of shorts, don't we? I feel your luck, Jose. Oh, gosh, man, I hate that these cards fall over so much. They should just go into the actual store credit bag like this. All right, there we go. Now, we gotta give you something, huh? Let's give you a bonus card. Where are all the mods today? I haven't seen anybody but Alex, I think. Yeah, we're all the mods. Mods! Bonus card time, baby. So I think for you, we shall do Raoulu and Lucario. One Piece is my first and favorite TCG. It's just a shame that it's being scalped right now. Yeah, I think anything popular gets quote-unquote scalped. There it is. And here's Raoulu. All right, there we go. I'm a mod. Tammy stopped by. There it is, Jose Trevino. Jump you over there. Mr. Drunk. My bad, gang. Don't lock me up. So here's some bonus cards for those rough pulls and the Poke Shuffles, man. Those are 2 fresh poker cards that will probably easily grade 10. So hold on to those. Don't lose them. You might decide to grade them one day. All right, I can't stand this music. It's driving me nuts. Skip. It's like chill Pokemon music, and it makes me want to rip my ears out at some point. I'm slowly drowning in it. I honestly do not want to lower the price on these any further. I think we lowered them by 10%, but I'm scared to lower them any further. And I want to make sure he gets the correct amount on these. Like this card right here. Let's see if I can find this. Give me a second here. Let me scan this. Why is it always asking me if I want to give eBay permission to use my pictures? It's like, yes. That's why I took the picture. Too many questions. So what's interesting is it can't find the card at all. See, that's not useful. How about this one? All right, this one should be found. It's from 2025. All right, and there it is. And when I'm looking at it, the price over here is much, much higher than the price we have. So the one we have is 180. But when you look at the price online, like this right here, it's 400. And when you look at this one, that one's 360. So I don't even think our prices are right. I think our prices are too low. I think the price is too low. But, you know, it's funny. It didn't sell at 180. I don't think it's going to sell at the other price either. So we're going to raise this correctly to 360 to match the rest of the market. Okay. Here's Adderbill makeover. All right. I don't want to undersell his stuff for him, though. You know what I mean? But we're trying to keep the price in a competitive place. So I can't even find this card. I'm not seeing it. Let's try this one. All right. You know, maybe I should remove the sleeve when I take the picture. All right. We're doing a little price test on these. Come on now. All right, here goes. I realize now the sticker hides the actual information at the bottom. Yeah, so it's just not showing me any data on this exact card. So we're not going to change the price on the ones where it's not showing me a picture. We did change the price on this one right here. All right, cool, man. Just woke up from a nap, was planting flower and working in their garden all day, finally had no rain. Nice. All right, so let's take a picture of this for the consignment table. Did I say table? Channel. Consignment channel. Picture time. I don't think these are going to sell. We have not had luck with these for multiple months. And I think they're best suited for like eBay or something. Mainly, most of all, because they're these Weiss Schwarz cards, and we're more of a Pokemon channel. And I haven't had a lot of success selling Weiss Schwarz slabs. It's just the truth. Next up, we have an order from Joseph Smith. 1 Waifu Shuffle. Boy, the Waifu Shuffles are popular, man. Do you still have carpeted bathrooms? 2 of them are carpeted. One of them has had the carpet pulled up, but we actually never did the flooring, so it's just like wood. This and boom. All right, Sigilif. Ooh, Sigilif. All right, cold. 1 cold one, Joseph Smith. We have Mr. Thim. Pre-grade the SIR Embor. 1 more Sended Heroes. And the last 2 packs of Hololive. Here it is. Last 2 packs Hololive. Now we have a lot more of Hololive, so we have more boxes of it. Okay, toss that over there. Was the carpet nasty when you pulled it up? Actually, no. We were worried that I had a cough and that there was mold under the carpet because it was from the 1980s. Perfectly clean. Actually looked really good. There was no mold anywhere, no discoloration. The wood flooring looked good. Yep, looked great. It's kind of annoying because, like, dang, why'd I pull this up? Of course, then again, the grossness can be microscopic, so... But yeah, we were expecting to see like black mold or like a leak or something. Nope. Everything looked perfectly good. All right, here's a holo. I've never seen a carpeted bathroom. They're pretty gross. It's weird. You actually have to get used to it. So like the first time I used the carpeted bathroom in this house, it felt like I wasn't supposed to be going to the bathroom in that room. Like you walk in, and it has the same carpet that the bedroom has. They never, it's just the same carpet. You walk in and you're like, I'm still in the living room. And then you start taking a, whatever, a dump. And you're like, am I dumping in the family room or something? You're like, your brain's confused. Like, your brain is so used to not doing that. It says, this can't be right. This can't be the thing to do. Here you go, Mr. Thim. Let's check your bag. Yeah, it's almost confusing. Man, remember the carpet toilet seat covers? Yeah, Karis's parents had something like that in their basement bathroom. They had like a foam cover and it was like cracked. And I know this because when I was with them, I was kind of sort of living with them briefly when we were in college. It's like I was in between places to live. What happened was this. I was living in my own place that I paid rent with a roommate. And Karis was so uncomfortable because she's like socially shy. She's like, when I met her, she was really socially withdrawn. She was like a super nerd. She was like one of those people with like social anxiety to the moon. So slowly over time, somehow, I'm basically moving into her house with her parents because it's like what would happen is we'd go to her place and we'd spend the night. And then we'd start spending the night 2 days in a row. Then it was 3 days in a row. And so over time, I like moved into her place. And then at one point, I'm like, well, maybe I shouldn't even pay rent for the other place. What's the point? I'm not living there. And then, unfortunately, so I end rent with the other roommate, and look at that, that's off center. It's found on the bottom. So her parents are chill with it. I'm living at her place on a futon for no rent for a little while before getting a new place, and their upstairs bathroom breaks because they're doing a remodel on it, but they're like doo-doo heads about it. They're no good at it. They had like this friend who like will do it for free. So what that really means is he's not doing it. So he disabled the bathroom and then he just proceeds to not fix it at all. All right, so unfortunately for this card, Mr. Thim, it's clearly off center. Thin on the top, fat on the bottom. You can see it right here too, actually. Do you see how thin that is compared to the right side? So this card shall receive a 9. It does look pretty clean in other regards, but it's going to get a 9 from me, okay? All right, so there's your pre-grade. So anyways, their bathroom goes down, and now everyone's sharing one bathroom, a basement bathroom, and it's so terrible taking a dump in the parents' downstairs bathroom. I mean, it's just the worst thing ever, which I usually don't have to. I just go to the college, right? But it's like, maybe it's like 3 a.m. in the morning. You're like, I kind of want to take a dump right now. And what? Like you got to sneak past them and, you got this bathroom, they're right next to it. And then you find out their toilet's tiny and it's got this cracked foam top to it. It's so disgusting. It was sort of like this plastic cover, right? With foam underneath it. But the cover was all cracked. And so all this foam was exposed. And it was just horrifying. And I'm like, why don't they just fix this or get rid of it or something? It's so disgusting. So they just don't want to do that. And I don't want to go to the bathroom down there. So I remember this during my college years. In the rare event that I really had to go to the bathroom at night, and I was still with them, I would climb out of bed and go all the way to the gas station to go to the bathroom. It was terrible. Go all the way to the gas station. And there was this one time where our car was broken, and I walked, like, I'm not kidding, like 30 minutes to the gas station to go to the bathroom so I could be comfortable. Walked all the way there, walked all the way back. It took like an hour. Boy, it was heaven, though, when my cheeks hit that cold gas station bathroom toilet. It was so clean and so nice. Nice, bright, fluorescent lights. It was like the opposite of their bathroom. It was really good. And, but yeah, it was like a 30-minute walk and 30-minute walk back because we had the Hyundai Elantra and it was a total, that was a train wreck. That car just broke over and over again. So, but eventually I move in with my friend from Target that I'd made. His name was Steve. And he agrees to let me rent from him, I think for like $250 a month. And so then I go back to having my own toilet because he had 3, baby. He had 3 toilets. Hell yeah. That's how you know if your life's good right there. It's how many toilets you got. So by the way, tonight we had some orders. Let's grab this. Tonight we had Mr. Alexio Alvarez and Sergio L12 using ZELLE. So we're putting them in here. Oh, I heard that bag tipping over. What do you guys think of that story? Number 18, Sergio. Who else? Anybody else? Did Alicia Brown get in there? Doesn't look like Alicia Brown got in there, but she should have. So number 19 is Alicia Brown. She ordered the other day, I can see. And we can put Nicholas Williams in. All right. So there we have it. The ZELLE giveaway is complete. These guys are getting a free card. Landing on 3, Nicholas Williams. Wow. That's a card we were able to hand out for free because when you order on ZELLE, there's no transaction fee, and I can pass that back to you guys. Okay, let's get a fresh sleeve, shall we? Well, no, let's leave it so that he knows how he got it. So he got that for using ZELLE, and it's a good thing. There it goes. Cortana redemption code expired 2026, April 12th. Do you know if the Upper Deck has any flexibility? It expired? Are you serious? It expired? What do you mean it expired? This card expires 12/4/2026? What? Oh my god, that sucks, dude. Well, you can contact them and ask them to do something about it, but I don't know what they would do. That's stupid as hell, man. Why even have those cards in there? I feel like you got ripped off. That's annoying as hell. Wow. Don't throw the sleeve away. Already on it, mister. Yeah, crazy. They're stingy as hell. They don't want to pay out. Give them my card. Maybe they'll replace it with something else that they're doing. Edward Shelton, 2 Silver Tempest. Oh, I like that. It's Mr. Edward. It's nice to see you again. I feel like I haven't seen you in a little while. Mr. Edward's back with a vengeance. He wants to open some Silver Tempest. You got it. 2 Silver Tempest, 1 Celebration, 2 Ascended Hero. Ooh, this is a big order, guys. All right. So we got... Did something fall? We got 2 of these. And 1 Celebration. So did you guys know we have Celebration on the menu now? There it is, Celebration. 2 Ascended Heroes. Okay, I got to open another Ascended Heroes. I'm positive. Look at the date. Silver Bells. Why are you saying Silver Bears? All right. Just been busy. Nice. It's good to be busy. I was busy today, almost dying. Yeah. Karis and I went on a crazy, crazy walk on a trail we've never been on, and it was huge. Huge. We thought we were going to actually run out of energy and get stranded in the forest at some point. We got a little nervous. We didn't bring any food with us. We had our waters, but we didn't bring any food. And it was a humongous walk. We underestimated it. So there's 2 of these. Here's 1 of these. I'm still waiting for Mr. to find mushrooms. So morel season's over. However, as we head into May and June, it's going to be chanterelle season. Different mushrooms. 3 perfect orders. I'm glad you're opening perfect orders. I wish we could see more of it. Looks like I need a fresh box of it, actually, so give me a moment. Oh, shoot, I don't remember where we're keeping it. I always take trail mix or a snack in water. You know, Cricket Jim, we usually walk on routes that we're very familiar with. This was a new one. It's called the Devil's Kitchen. It's in the state park, and it was so insane. It was so crazy. Here, I want to show you a picture of it. I was talking about it earlier in the stream today. Let's see, it's in chat. And I want to show you this picture at some point. So it's this really crazy walk. And if we zoom in here, you get kind of a sense of it. There's a person over there up against those rocks. That is the trail. The trail is these rocks here, right? So you're up on this cliffside and you can't really see it, but that's just a steep drop off. So you just fall off the side of the trail and die if you misstep. So you see this little person in green's walking on it too, right? And so what you can't see is this is just kind of a steep fall off on the left. See how the trees are all like at an angle? So there's this point where you have to make some sizable jumps to get past it. What I'll do next time, if we go on it again, which I don't know if we will, because it's a spooky trail, next time I go on that, I'm going to take a picture of the jumps you have to take over the, there's these big crevices you have to jump over and not fall through. And if you fall through, I don't know what happens. You break your bones, I guess. You break your bones and the cops can't get to you. Your ambulance can't get to you. So I don't know. That's like a waterfall in Alamogordo. Yeah, I might have some more pictures for you guys in there. You know, if you want to see these pictures, I posted them to our Discord server. So look at this. This, I don't know what that looks like to you guys, but that is a gigantic cave. So it doesn't, maybe doesn't look that way, but it is. It's gigantic. And I was showing this off. So this is part of the trail, and they don't like warn you about it. When you're walking on the trail, you head toward this thing. Now this is in the ground, so you can't see it as you're approaching. And it's just a gigantic hole that just falls down for like 3 stories. So if you were like texting and you walked, you know, you happen to walk on this, you would just fall and die. They don't give you a warning about it. It's just there. And then, let's see. So here's what those rocks look like. Here it is. And there were some kids running up on that ledge, and they looked like ants up there. It's actually a really big rock. You can't see it very well, but the rock's quite large. And then, yeah. And then here's another angle of it. So this guy's sitting right next to us, and that's the rock formation in the back. And the route is on the rocks, and it just keeps going for a while. Like it's a big loop on the back. Pretty fun. Let's see. You know, I'm so stupid. I didn't take a picture of the jump. That's the only thing I should have taken a picture of. I'm so dumb. Did I actually take a picture of it and save it in my phone? No, of course I didn't, because we were busy actually making the jump. You know, Karis got all like freaked out. She was kind of getting dizzy because she gets height sickness really quickly, whatever they call that. So her lips like turned all pale. She got all dizzy. So I was just trying to help her over on the rocks for a while. But it was straight up dangerous. If you slipped and fell, it's like you probably were just going to break some bones. I don't know if you would have died, but I think there would have been a risk of that. But yeah, there's like some areas where you can just slip and just like, you're done if you slip. And there's no rail, there's no rope, there's nothing there. It's really bizarre. And I didn't know it existed. There was a bunch of young adults down there, and they were just like hanging out at the very bottom of it. It was super weird. Okay, let me go grab perfect order. We need a fresh box. Oh, wait a second. Look at this. Wait a second. We got one more pack right here. So, okay, we got enough for this round. But the next order of perfect order, we're going to have to get a new box. All right, I found one more. We're in luck. Now you got to go back tomorrow. Yeah, I ought to do a video of it. It's a terrible, terrible hike. I mean, it's like straight down. You hike down for like over 30 minutes. It's just down, 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 down on the side of the hill. And you're thinking the whole time, if I'm going down this deep, I'm going to have to climb back up. At first, you don't really think of too much about it. But then as you get deep enough, you're like, oh my God, this cannot be good. And we committed to it. And that's what happened. Yeah. Near the end of the trail, you just start walking up endlessly. It's just like 30 minutes of walking uphill. And it was just really awful, man. And we were looking at each other like, are we going to make this? We're going to make it back home? When's the spearfishing stream? It was a much larger trail than we thought, too. It was just much, much, much larger. We'd never been on it before. We didn't know anybody who'd been on it before. There we go. All right, Anorith. That's Silver Tempest 1. How about Silver Tempest 2? Metagross. Metagross Reverse Hollow for the second Silver Tempest. Nothing else? All right, no other cards. All right. You know, if you guys are in the Discord server, you should look at the food channel. I posted a number of pictures of me making the chicken sandwich, too. I know you guys like it when we just post ridiculous stuff like that, so I thought I'd tell you. I made a chicken sandwich, and I posted myself making it in the food channel. Here's Zangoose. So now you know how Cardconomist makes his chicken sandwich. Fanrotam. Ooh, those were the Ascended, and not a lot came out. You got one Zangoose and just some hollows after that. I'd rather listen to you eat a tin of sardines. Halfway through the trail, you wish to be at the Golden Corral. No, but luckily halfway through, I felt like I had plenty of energy left, and that was good because I was going to need it. It was just really rough. Yeah, Karis got all... Okay, what do we got? Just hollows. Darn. And in fact, no Mew, no Lugia. So that's a rough pack of the celebrations. I would be tempted to try the next pack because this one was cold. Okay, how about Perfect Order? Maybe Perfect Order saves us a little bit. How about Perfect Order? Yeah, okay, Drapion. Get a nice AR. You should have taken a picture of each bite. Golden Corrales, Mr.'s American Dream. I've been food reviewing. We have a new channel in Discord called Food Review, and I've been leaving some food reviews. You know what inspired me to do that? We ordered McDonald's like 2 nights ago on a whim because it was late at night and because there were really no other food options. There weren't a lot of food options. So we ordered McDonald's on a whim, and it was so disgusting. It was so terrible that I was like, people need to know how horrible this food is. It's such bad food. There it is. I love McDonald's. Look, you can love it and all that, but it's like, it's objectively not that good. And it's so expensive now. McDonald's, in the past, McDonald's wasn't that good either, but it was cheap. McDonald's was cheap in the past. Now it's like, it's not good for you. It doesn't necessarily taste good. Doesn't necessarily make you feel good. And it's expensive somehow. How are they getting away with this? Like, there has to be a point where their profits collapse or something, right? Like, what the hell? There you go. Do you like fried pickles? I can't say I like fried pickles. No, I don't. I haven't tried them. Large pickle must be Clausen. Is so real. I feel that. Yes, it must be Clausen. Here's Drapion. Ooh. It was an round. I feel like it was a tough round. The Metagross, if he grades 10, that would be nice. The Drapion is nice. I like the Drapion. Actually, you know, if any of these right here, the 25th celebration cards can grade 10, you make your money back. Because even this Ho-Oh is probably like $100. Look it up. It's probably like $100 card. So these, you can't underestimate these celebration cards. They're actually really valuable. So any of those grading 10 would do you well. And then, yeah, the Ascended Heroes kicked your butt. Ascended Heroes was no good. I would say that was probably the hardest part of the order. Because I know those are almost as expensive as the Silver Tempest itself. All right, Mr. Edward, I can't remember if you had a bag. Let's go looking for it. Aha, Edward Shelton. 30 packets of ketchup. Crunch Wraps suck. Waiting for you to review double Crunch Wrap from Taco Bell. You know, I never buy the Crunch Wraps because it's all breading. It's all breading. But I do have some harsh things to say about Taco Bell as well. Whenever I do review Taco Bell, they have the worst price of any fast food company out there. By far, it's not even close. I don't know how they get away with it, but they want to charge you like $3 to $4 for a simple taco, and it's just like 4 bites of food. It's not filling. It's not even that, you know, we got like, where I live, there's like 5 Mexican restaurants, and for the same price, you can have this humongous meal with a big pile of beans, big pile of rice, lots of beef, lots of chicken, and it's the same price. Somehow Taco Bell is a premium priced food item, but you get like New York City style portions and a stomach ache. So I don't know how they get away with that. And some of their food has like an addictive quality to it, probably because of all the cheese or whatever, but it's just not that great. And I don't understand how these companies do so well. It's shocking to me. So I think I think a lot of people have eaten Taco Bell and stuff like that. But I think a part of my plan is to help people understand, like, there's good options other than McDonald's. I think one of the hardest parts for me, though, the reason why I turned to a company like McDonald's or Taco Bell or something like that is because all the restaurants close around me. They all close like at 8, real early. And Taco Bell and McDonald's stay open. Taco Bell, McDonald's, and Subway. Subway, eat fresh. Eat cancer. Check it out, guys. So this is Astral Radiance. You know, when it comes to food, I think I said this in the McDonald's review, in fact. I said, I don't mind eating food that's bad for you, that tastes good. But the craziest part is McDonald's doesn't even taste good. It's bad for you and it tastes bad. That's the worst part. That is the worst part. All right, so this is the new box break, 41 and 13. Way easier than the Team Rocket break, right? The Team Rocket break was 1 and 20. And that one is just really low odds, right? Now, this guy is up to 2 now. That's Adventure Time Card Wars. 2 people are in here. 2 spots remain. McDonald's is so deliciously nostalgic. It's magically delicious. What do we got going on now here? We have an empty queue, guys. I'm going to go ahead and grab some more of these consignment slabs. All right. Taco Bell on the bad list. Let's see. We got this girl, this girl, this girl. Lots of girl cards. If you get the fries and nuggets right out of the fryer. Yeah, well, I mean, I feel like that says a lot too, though, right? So I had some fried chicken today. I ate it at the Deerberg's grocery store. Really delicious. It was just really juicy. It was delicious. I've had fried chicken that goes cold, and then you take a bite of it later, and it's fantastic. There's nothing, I mean, it's not as good as when it's hot, but there's nothing wrong with it. McDonald's, you let those French fries go cold, and I don't know if I'm eating a paper napkin or a French fry when I try to eat them. It's so gross. It's shockingly gross. And what is the oil they use anyways? They must be using some of the worst possible oils they can to cook these foods. Because the food is not about the food. It's about a perfectly constructed system to make money. So some guy who's very good at business, he sits down and he thinks about what you and I should be eating to make him the most money. That's all it is. He doesn't care about the food quality as much, except for the perception that it's quality, so that we give him more money. That's all he cares about. He doesn't care about the complexity of the flavors. He doesn't care about a lot of things. He cares about one thing: a big, cheap money-making machine. That's it. And that's why those fast food companies always hand out all the cancers, all the diabetes, all the low-quality experiences. Sometimes it's not even that fast. Sometimes it's not even that cheap. And I feel like they're relics of the past, really. The fast food companies are like dinosaurs or something. They're so stupid. And I hate that I eat at them, but it's really the convenience, if anything, because they don't have enough competition. There's not enough competition. All these other companies are like, well, we're closing at 8. I'm going to go to bed, you know? And Taco Bell's like, we're open till like 5 a.m. in the morning, baby. So it's like, ah, damn it. I have to make myself food, or I order 5 a.m. Taco Bell, you know? Like, what are you going to do? El Polo Loco is the most delicious. No In-N-Out in Missouri. McDonald's is mid. Make your own burgers. Mr. Started Garden. I remember when McDonald's had 29-cent cheeseburgers in the late 90s. Really? Were they? I don't remember that. That cheap? Was it like the Simple Burger? Look at these girl cards. I don't know what to do about these girl cards. I don't even know if I want to bother repricing them. I'm going to go ahead and take a picture. You know, the ones we have repriced, the price actually went up. So we repriced a couple of these, and the price actually went up. Okay, let's take a look. I tell you what, I got to do this as part of my job. We have a big Sarah Dusenberry order. I just see that it came in. Sarah, I'm going to take care of that for you, but let me just take a picture of this real fast. I'm complaining, but it's not really my job to complain. It's my job to get these priced correctly. So give me a second here. Let me take this out of its sleeve, because I think that might help eBay identify the item. All right, let's see what eBay has to say. And no, it cannot find. Oh, we might have it right here. For $210, I found it. So our price is correct. $210 is correct. Look at that. This card is $190, called Swimsuit Song. And it's a perfect 10. Whatever that means. It's a CGC perfect 10, though, you know. Let's go ahead and lower this one. It's just a holographic card from Sneaker Bunko. That's all it is. I'm gonna reduce this one dramatically, and it probably still won't sell. So we're gonna go from 190 to 140. $50 discount on that one. It's just a holographic card. That's all it is. Same with this one. So this one's just a holo. Ain Climax. Is that right? We're gonna lower this to $70 now. Let's see what happens. So this is 70 now. Okay, that one stays the same. I found it on eBay. And how about this one? So this is all the girls, huh? Search for Treasure. And it's just a... Oh, it's an OFR. So this might be underpriced. Let me take a picture of this one. Okay, little picture here. No, there's nothing to compare it to. Darn, okay. So the picture didn't come up with anything. I wonder if I put it like this, if it would recognize it. Even the $1 menu, you could get a 10 McDoubles for $10. I do remember the $10 McDoubles. Not $10, the $1 McDoubles. I do remember that. Those were good times. But yeah, so it's not affordable like it used to be in the past to eat there. It used to be so cheap, and now it's expensive. So there's a raw copy for $65. So we cannot be selling this for so cheap if the raw copy is that much. You know what the trick there was? I hid the PSA label, and it found me a raw copy of the card. Well, remember that as a trick. So next time we don't know the price of something, we'll check the raw price of it, because that gives us a clue, you know, a raging clue. I'm going to double the price all the way up to $120. Okay, and then we got this card over here. Okay, give it a minute. Pizza Hut buffets were the best. We have a Pizza Hut buffet out here in Lake of the Ozarks, but I went to it and it was pathetic, dude. It was so bad. It was just terrible. When I was a kid, they were amazing. Well, this is one of these special secret rares for $1,780. Is this underpriced? Let me go ahead and take a picture of this a little differently. I don't think it is because, you know, Jeff Leon didn't buy this. And he took a look at all these cards himself. If it was so underpriced, I feel like he would have noticed. Oh, can't find it. All right, I'm going to leave this one alone. A large pizza is $40. Pizza Hut buffets were the best. All right, guys, so that's done. Now it's Miss Sarah's turn. Sarah, with the big order. Let's see what's going on here. So we went to the Pizza Hut buffet out here in Lake of the Ozarks. And first of all, it was empty. It was just me and Karis. Not a single other, another soul in the building. Just me and Karis and like two little old ladies operating the Pizza Hut. And so that was deflating. Back in St. Charles, the whole place would have been full. Of course, I don't know if it's still that way. I don't know if it's the times or if it's the company or whatever it is. Maybe it's my location. Maybe Lake of the Ozarks isn't as busy, but it's on an extremely busy road. It's a road that's so busy it backs up for like hours. So I don't think that that's a good excuse. Sarah says, 1 prismatic PC Lucario, okay. 10 Pokey Shuffles, 2 live customs, 5 pre-grades of any cards from the hits bags. All right, sounds good. So you're ordering one of the prismatic PC Lucarios. I'm going to take a quick glance at how much it is to restock one of those. Prismatic Lucario box. There's a Sizzler near me in Oregon. Oregon, what price are we running that at currently? Okay, there's the Lucario box. And how much to restock one of these? I might buy 2 of these right now because, let's see. Right here. All right. Oh, come on now. We don't want that. Prismatic. I like Prismatic. It's a good set. So I see our base cost. And then what does this look like minus the PayPal fee? I'm curious. Oops. Well, I really don't make much selling this. Kind of crazy. I used to make more money selling booster packs, but now they're like too expensive. All right, here we are. Haha. I see, that's what that was. All right. Late shift tonight. Exited to finally be off and lazy. The Big Sur Marathon is today. Big Sur Marathon. There we go. We're going to sleeve this. We're going to sleeve this. We're going to move this guy out of here. We're going to sleeve this guy. And we're going to sleeve this guy. Ooh. So those are your promo stamped cards. I think those are really nice. And now time to snip these. You ready? All right. Those Tyranitards are nice. 2 of these. 2 of these. 2 of these. 2 more of these. 2 of these. And 2 of these. There we go. Listen to that music, man. It's cool sounding. Also, we hit 40 likes. Oh, man, I gotta pick a giveaway card out. Let's give one of these consignment cards out. Good luck. So, Eevee. Some hollows. Let's put these hollows here. Iron hands. Not to be confused with lead hands. Some hollows. Prismatic is a pretty difficult set. Let's see if we get lucky tonight. Raolu. Oh. There we go. Very nice. What we got here? We've got Janine's Secret. Oh. Here's Area Zero Underdeath. Okay. Alright. That was kind of curved, huh? Put that back. Prismatic is high risk, high reward. Bug Catcher. Okay. Knockdown. 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 Oh my god, dude. This set is so terrible. Fan Rotom. Aha, Dragapult. Wow. Let's leave this. And Sneasel. Wow. 1 God Pack, please. That felt really rough, actually, man. I felt like that round was especially rough. Miss Sarah. I'm sorry, Sarah. Well, at least we have these stamp cards. Those are nice. 1 EX and 5 packs. What the? No, it was 2 EXs. It was. Well, I'll keep the hollows. Grabbing this. Look at this guy over here. Huh. Throw that away. Wow, that's really rough, man. Okay. And here are the hollows. You want me to keep these hollows? I'm going to put you in the giveaway tonight. All right, so that was really harsh. 2 live customs, 5 pre-grades. Let's get those Pokey Shuffles. Okay. Are you ready? We're going to say 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There we go. Ooh, Marshadow. Ooh, ours Golbat. That's better. That's definitely better than the dang Prismatics, man. That's what I gotta say about these RNG products that we make, like the Pokey Shuffles and all that stuff. Those booster packs can just be harsh as hell, man. But over here, at least it's sort of like, we just go straight to high-value slabs, don't we? So that's obviously Rocket's Golbat. I think that's a reverse holo. I don't know what the Mars Shadow is. Let's go find him. Here we are. That's cool, huh? I like the R stamp. And Marshadow. This is Lugia. Oh. Trick or Trade Marshadow. Alright, so those are the two cards. They actually add up to $105. So you're ahead. What would you like to do with these? Man, what a rough round, man. Good thing for those stamped cards over there, the Lucario and all that. We also have 2 live customs to open for you and 5 pre-grades. Keep Golbat, re-roll the Marshadow. Yeah, he's cool, right? He is a cool card. I just burped. That's that Wegovy burp, man. I feel all the food in my stomach. It's all there. It hasn't gone anywhere. Just sitting there, and then I got a burp. What the hell? Crazy. That stuff's so strong. All right, so this will go back in for 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. But your round will be for 50. Sticky snack. Okay. And next time he gets pulled, he'll be worth 50. Good luck. And if you get real lucky, you can pull a triple. Let's pull you a triple. I like the R's. It's like they're made for my first name. You thinking of upping the dosage? I don't know. I might just run another month of 0.5 and then up it to 1. I'm scared to ramp it up too fast. 0.5 has been really strong as it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is that right? We went from 60 to 50. So there you go. Let's see what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Zapdos right at the end there, saving you. All right, let's see what that Zapdos is all about. You're real close to missing that. Grabbing these. All right, Zapdos. We're going to have to put some new cards in here, huh? He's worth exactly 50. That's a Rocket Zapdos. Look at you with the Rocket Golbat Rocket Zapdos. You can tell I'm a fan of the Rocket cards. All right. So this can be re-rolled for 9 spots or kept. Here he is. Evil Zapdos. Run another 0.5 per month. Better to be safe. I haven't gained any weight. Normally in 2 months I would have gained a little bit. That's my problem. And I haven't really lost any weight either. But that's me not even trying at all. Like I just eat whatever I want. Okay, reroll time. Once I went on Wegovy, I stopped counting calories. I stopped worrying about exercise, although I do exercise. And I just started eating whatever I wanted and not thinking about what I eat. So it is working, because if I had normally done that, I would have gained some weight by now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's obvious that it's forcing me to eat smaller portions. Here we are. All right. It's also scaring me. I don't like to eat when it's bedtime because I'm literally scared. Team Rocket Zapdos. T10. You put the Marshadow card with the blank cards in the shuffles. Oh, like in the back of the box? I'll throw this away. We don't want that. You're saying I put it back here? Oh, he's so right. All right, hold on. We got to put this Marshadow back in. So here's the Marshadow. And that needed to go in for what, 60? 1, 2, Man, that's how it happens. You know how there'll be like a card lost in the box? That's how it happens right there. There'll be like a card that no one can ever pull. And I'm like, how did this card get into this box and it can't be pulled? I bet you that's exactly what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's got to be it. Mystery solved. I'm backloading it because I'm not thinking about it. That's got to be it. They get backloaded. Makes so much sense. Of course, then you'd have to wonder, why wouldn't I eventually run into the card when loading in fresh cards? All right, so this will say 45. And now we're going to re-roll for 9. Good luck. You know, there's like hits that get lost in the box. Like, they sit there forever. They never get pulled. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, rough. So this time it ends in a cold round. All right. So we do pick up the gold bat at least. No one deleted it. Toss that up there. Why did the mod delete the comment? The deleted comment deleted itself. Yeah, that happens sometimes. And so 10 Poke Shuffles, 2 live customs. Let's get these Poke Shuffles for you. Maybe a big hit in here. I feel like I smell a big hit in here coming up. I really do. And the live customs, you know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was thinking about these today. I'd like to, you know how like there are these old booster packs? I'd like to retire those and start out with fresh booster packs, all of the exact same type. So like maybe Mega Dream or something and just get it restarted. Here's Drapion and Klauf. All right, well, we're pulling a nice Klauf. Darn. The live customs have been brutal, man. All right, we'll set that there. I feel like the live customs have been really tough. All right, so far, kind of a tough round tonight. No, that is a tough round. That's the end of the round. So Poke Shuffles, gold bat. You sort of break even on that one. Live customs, cold. The prismatic box, very cold. Oh my gosh. All right, let's grab your bag, Miss Sarah. And we're going to find some hit cards and get them a pre-grade. Set that there. Yeah, we need a giveaway card too now, don't we? So, your stuff is way over here. Wait a second. Where are we keeping your hit bag? We're keeping it here, aren't we? Oh, that's Jeff. Huh. So weird. Jeff's bag looks so familiar. I'm going to put this back. All right, Jeff. So, Sarah, what did we do? Where did we put your hits bag? I'm curious. Put it here or something, didn't we? NHCC, Jonathan Morris. Did we keep it up here on the table? Yeah, here we are. All right, cool. So we got the Miss Sarah Dusenberry hits bag. Putting those to the side. All right. Gosh, Tammy, why are you deleting their comments, bro? Can't believe you would do that, Tammy. Okay, so a bunch of these have been graded already, but we got these 3 right here. We're going to start here, okay? You ready? Start with Melodic. I bet you this Melodic has a good shot at a 10. Stop bullying me. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Sorry, Tammy. So you'd think that this card, because it's a Japanese print, would be an easy 10, but it's not. Look at the left to right centering. So left to right centering is too far off. This card's going to be graded 9. I was saying that earlier. You know, I was saying everybody claims that Japanese cards are super easy to grade, but I've been grading them for a long time. They're not that easy. They're like not automatic 10s. There's plenty of 9s and stuff. Bill Lee gonna get lucky today. I hope you do. All right, Mr. Bill. Bill, what do you think of the shooting today, or the attempted assassination today? What do you think of that? They're trying to take down Trump. Some people are calling it fake. We are. That looks really nice. So this card's looking good. He says, what? Yeah, somebody tried to run past the security guard to shoot Trump at some kind of dinner thing. Boy, it's really hard to test this for pristine because the borders are so thin. Crazy guy, probably. That wanted poster is sick. Yeah, it's a cool wanted poster. So he's looking like a 10 to me, at least. Here we are. As for pristine 10, I feel like he's just looking a little thinner on the left than the right, so I don't know if I'd bother with it. Okay, so that's good news. All right. Mega Cleefable. Whoa. A little thinner on the right than the left. So what that means, I would not bother with tag grading because tag will reject this. But PSA might not reject it. Which tells you something about the difference in their grades. All right. Looking real clean on the back. Oh, on the front. Oh, I don't know, man. So at first I thought the front looked okay, but let's take a close look. So look at the left and the right there. I think we're looking at an off-center card, just like the melodic. That's too bad. It's pretty close. I'll give it a 9.5, but I think the centering's too far gone. No, the centering's too far. I'm giving it a 9. As nice as the card is in every other regard, if it gets beyond a certain point, they're just going to give it a 9. There's no way to save it from that 9. Now, would I test my 9s out? I would. I would send them in anyways. Did you know that? So if they were my cards, I'd send them in. Mega Clefable, Melodic would go in. They'd all go in because if they do get a 9, 9s these days aren't that bad. And if you need it to be cheaper, try grading it from home. You know, when you grade through me, I charge a fee for that. So you pay a premium when you grade through me as a middleman. So you can get it graded at home a little cheaper. You can also go with other companies like CGC's cheaper. Tag grading's technically a little bit cheaper. So you can save a little bit of money avoiding PSA. However, PSA continues to be probably the most popular of all those companies. Oh, that guy's nice. Doublade. Armorage, Bellsprout's nice. Any of these vintage cards is nice. All right, let's grab a couple more of these. You ready, Sarah? Mister, I want to hear your thoughts. I want to pack a base set. Obviously going to wait, but then comes the question, is it worth opening a heavy? Yeah, it's worth opening. It'll always be worth opening a heavy. All heavies should be opened. This. Now, if you have prior knowledge about the box that it came out of, like if you know Charizard's already been pulled, your odds for another Charizard, I think, goes down, but it's not impossible either, right? All heavy should be open. So you have a really minuscule flaw on this lower portion of the card right here. It's right here. But I don't know if that's enough to cause it to trigger a 9. But I think with tag grading, that would definitely trigger a 9. Front of the card looks really clean. So I would send this one to PSA, not to tag. So this is B10P. That's the thing about tag grading is they don't miss that. Tag grading does a bunch of these picture scans, and they just don't miss it. They're like, there it is. So they will see that and call it a blemish, and then they'll say, you're out. PSA might actually just kind of ignore that, but PSA is really tough too now. Did you know that? So PSA, you know, I've been saying this, all grading is heading toward like BGS style grading. All grading is getting real tough. All right, so this card has a top to bottom off centering issue. Thinner on the top, fatter on the bottom. It's not horrendous, but I question if it can actually get a 10 with how thin the top is. You know, I'm still kind of learning One Piece cards, to be honest, Miss Sarah, but this has top, bottom, off center. That is top to bottom off centering, so I'll say 9.5 on that one. Should totally send it in, though, okay? Maybe don't prioritize that one first. He's thin on the top. I don't even need to do a lot of work on this one. I can see it immediately. Back of the card looks nice. But, yeah, so if we take a look right here, you can see that top's too thin. All right, so he's going to get a nice little 9. Once again, guys, when you see 10s up on this table, please appreciate them. You just don't know how hard it is to get those. It's real hard to get those 10s. Please appreciate them. I say that all the time. When you see people going through their raw cards, which very often they paid a lot of money to reach this point, or they got very lucky, one or the other. When you see that, and you see how many of these come back sub 10, you realize 10s are expensive for a reason. It's not an accident. All right, see this? So look, she has a beautiful card, and then you can see right there a print line in the card. So it's just no chance for this card to grade 10. So and its centering looks pretty solid. It's maybe a little slightly thicker on this left side, but it's actually probably within the realms of a 10. Although, no, the top's going to be a bit thinner on this one as well. So this one, it could be an 8. Could be like an 8. You know, it could be like 8.5. We are. So I'd be careful with that Meowth, but he is gorgeous, man. All right, now, if you ever don't want to grade these 9s and 8s, you can sell them to me and I'll grade them. And what'll happen is I just won't make very much money on them. But so that's what I do too. I actually consider those kind of things. So I'll get like an 8 on this Meowth, and then I'll probably try to sell it somehow. So, but you should really grade them. Again, you can take these home and get a little bit cheaper on the grading if you do it that way. If you really like having me do it, you can have me do it. But if you have me do it, choose like the big luxury ones. Like this guy should be sent out. See, this Greninja, he's a 10 minus. Good. Hopefully a 10 on him. Same with this guy. This one's good. So this guy and the Greninja are really nice. All right. Bummer about the Dark Flare, and I gave that an 8. That's harsh. All right. Miss Sarah, we got a couple more than 5 done for you tonight. Save you a little bit of money there. Appreciate all your big orders over the last couple of months. It's been a while, hasn't it? What other cards would I look into? I mean, just anything you want, really. But I don't know what you like to grade. Like this Boa Hancock might be worth it. I like the way this Meowth looks too. You like this Meowth? The sneaky snakes. Here's man, I watched cringe TikTok and saw the stupidest stuff, and the sounds are stuck in my head. Let's check this Meowth, because I know you like Meowth. So Meowth is a bit thin on the top too. So he's having an off-centering bad day. Just thin on the top, and it's just too off-center. It's just too thin up there. I can see it from here. It's really obvious. It's too bad. All right, so this Meowth shall also receive a 9. I think we graded the IR, and it also got a 9 for maybe the same reason. There it is. All right. Boy, it's a good thing your Charizard looks so good, man. That Charizard's going to help. Now, these all still have a value, whether they grade 10 or not, right, Sarah? So they're not like... Sometimes people don't get a 10 on a card, and then they're like, that's junk. It's not junk. It's got a value. Somebody will put it in a folder. Somebody like me will grade them into 9s and 8s and sell them as 9s and 8s. There's still a value to it. Wow, what a nice stream. All right, so it does look like we got a couple more orders in the website. Do I have only one hit bag, or are there 2? I think there's like 3. So I think you have in the other box like these 2 giant hit bags. Hold on. I don't remember 100%. Hold on. So what's all in here? Yeah, you got these hits and these hits. Now, these hits are not as big. These are like B-tier hits. You know what I mean? Like they're hits. But let's take a quick look. Look, I see some hard sleeves back here. Look at all this. Plenty of stuff in here. You just got all kinds of stuff like Noivern, Slowbro's pretty cool, actually. Alakazam. Yeah, you can use those Slowbros in the trade if you don't like grading holographic cards. Let's see. Tops made it in here. You got real off-center Lapras. Maybe you'll get the OC grade, I think I was speculating. We got a little Pikachu back there, a little Hollow Charizard, a little Charmander, and on the back, Charmander. Wow, double Charmander on that. Ooh. Those Charmanders, they just seem like commons, right? But I think they're worth $250 in a 10, if not more. They could be more by now. You know, you never know with those common vintage cards anymore. Those cards go up to like $400 in the blink of an eye. All right, we're just going over your hits with you. You got a lot, obviously. And, you know, your bags might have even more stuff, but we were sorting through those and got most of the good stuff out. Here's Rocket's Moltres 8, Mega Charizard 9. There's a 9, there's a 9. There's a 10 plus. Ooh, and there's a 10. It's a 9.5. There's another Mega Charizard. There's a signature card. We don't care about the grade on that one. He's just a good card because of the signature, so the grade doesn't matter. Cute little Psyduck, little Master Ball, Comfy Lapras. Okay, so we were just going over these, help you know what you got. Hey, I just finished Ubering. How are you? How are you, Mr. Troy Malice? I'm going to go to bed, guys. I'm tired for some reason. I'll see y'all tomorrow. See you later. Okay. Look at that. It's really late at night, and we have more viewers now. See, this was also part of the problem. This was the reason why our stream would start super late, because Karis would keep me up all night. She didn't want to go to bed. It's the weekend. She would stay up all night. Now, this guy is not going to grade 10, but I'd love to run some maybe potential card repair on him. I don't know. I don't think card repair is going to do it. But also, I'd love to get him graded even if he's not going to grade 10. He's still going to be valuable in other grades. But Karis likes to stay up till 1 a.m. on the weekends, and then, or just as late as she wants, because she has no work in the morning. And then also, it turns out, I get more viewers the later we go. So it's like, I'm incentivized to stay on super late. That's no good. Here's a nice little giveaway. We got Team Rocket's Porygon. So many great One Piece hits. Damn, Sarah, you got all the luck. Sarah opened a lot of One Piece. There we go. I've opened many a pack. There we go. We're at 3-hour mark right now, so we should be wanting to wrap up here. Keyword's going to be free, but it's not set up yet, okay? We have to set it up. So you can type in free, but it doesn't work until I set it up. Okay, okay, okay. And now it's set up. So now if you type in free, that actually works. Next up, we have Mr. LaFlame, right? Mr. LaFlame, yes. Whoa, with a big order. Okay, Mr. LaFlame, sorry to keep you waiting there. I didn't know you'd placed an order. I had Miss Sarah over here getting the special Miss Sarah treatment. Tossing that. All right, so Mr. LaFlame's opened a whole box of these. We're going to start here, okay? We got a big Mr. LaFlame order in here. We got Mr. LaFlame placing orders. We got Jennifer Yap placing orders. I think it's 2023 all over again. Just wondering if you got my email for my shopping address for it being my first shipment. Oh, let me check. I did not receive an email for your shipping address. Let me show you my email real fast. Here it is. It's one word, TheCardconomist@gmail.com. Okay, so be sure to send your address there. All right, so let's snip this open. Snippity snip. And then let's move on to the rest of this order. So he's got all these, and then he's got some cool individual packs. We just finished this case. Now, I've been ordering more of these from the source that I got these from, but he has not delivered them to me, and it's making me nervous. So I am hoping that he is not lying about his supply. Because if he is, then I'm probably underselling these and do not have a way to replace them. Toss these. All right, what we got? Growlithe. Do you think... Ooh, Golem. Wow. Do you think PSA sold the lenticular Deoxys? No. No, PSA doesn't have any interest in that. PSA is a big money-making machine. They don't need to steal your cards and sell them. They don't need to do that. They're going to make money just from doing what they normally do, which is grading your cards and whatever, doing buybacks on your cards and stuff like that. So they don't need to do anything unethical. Now, just because you pull Golem doesn't mean that's the end of the box for you. If you're lucky, you do have a Master Ball Gengar in there, and he's pretty serious business. Look it up. He's expensive. Did you guys hear that? If you pull Master Ball Gengar out of these packs, he's worth a lot of money in a 10. Here it is. The Chinese love their own language cards. So I think, well, or maybe it's just everybody buying it. Who knows? Maybe it's Americans buying it. Here's Nato King. All right, so now you can feel bad about the box. That's a cold box. Okay. Let's jump back to that order. So there's quite a bit more to the order, though. So we still have a chance for something crazy to happen. Give it away, ha-has. All right, so we'll do that. Just some Chinese hollows and a Venusaur and a Yucky Golem. 1 Ascended Heroes. I don't blame you on that one. That one was not very exciting. 1 Destined Rival. 1 Silver Tempest. That's really good. I like the Silver Tempest. I think it's unusually cheap for how old it is and how good of cards are in it. Oh man, I'm getting like heartburn. 1 Crown Zenith. I'm getting heartburn at like, what, 4:25 a.m. in the morning. That's the Ozempic. Only the Ozempic would do that. All right, here's Crown Zenith. And here's the 151 Scarlet. There it is. That's a big one. The 151 Scarlet. I stopped eating a long time ago, and it's like getting so bad. Crazy. I sent the email on April 22nd. Oh! You sent the email a while ago. Ah, it's Mr. Is it Chris Jamer Augustin? I'm Chris A. Dooby-dooby-doo. Hello, this was my first time ordering. Okay. Did we ship you? I think we ended up shipping you then. After you gave me that address, I think we ended up shipping you. Did you check your email for like the tracking number? Looks like we probably shipped you. Yeah, your product's probably on the way. You should check your emails. The email that you used to contact me, go check it for a stamps.com email with the tracking number in it. I remember that. All right, LaFlame. Here it goes. LaFlame, I'm checking on all these consignment slabs, and there's a lot of waifus in the consignments. Yeah, check for a tracking number. Sounds good. Thank you. Check your spam too, okay? So like, be sure to check that, or yeah, look around. Here we are. I remember because I think you initially asked me to ship you, and I didn't have your address, and then you sent me an email, and so when I received the email, I likely did it. Okay, here goes. We've got, oh yeah, what do we got? Some good luck. Mega Frostlass. Doesn't seem like much, but you know what, LaFlame? Every card coming out of this set seems to sell for a lot of money, so that's probably valuable. Destined Rivals. We've got Don Dozo. All right. More like Don Bozo, if you ask me. Silver Tempest. Okay. Picking up a Whale Lord. He's pretty cute, I guess. I treat the reverse hollows in this set as hits these days. All right, and now Crown Zenith. Lunatone, and look at that, Gumshoes. He just survived an assassination. There we go. It was all fake. The Masan. Here's Magnemite, Voltorb, Starmie coming out of the 151. All right, you did good on the Ascended Heroes most likely, but the other sets weren't as generous. Okay, take a look. Lunatone and Whale Lord. I would be careful with these because these might be pretty gradable in the near future. Even just a few more years from now, these might be considered hits. Dondozo, he's never going to be a hit. He sucks. Mega Frostlass, you know, it's a new Mega type, and the card just looks really nice. He looks very pretty. You got a couple hollows over here from the 151 collection. They might be worth something. Maybe not. Maybe there's too much of it. There we go. Look at that. Now, what do we do with your stuff? I always forget. Where do we keep Mr. LaFlame? Do we keep it way over here? Yeah, we keep it way over here. That's what's going on. Mr. LaFlame. You got a bag right here. You want to see what's in your bag? Let me show you what's in your bag, okay? So you got a couple hollows here. You got this nice Monkey D. Luffy. A couple SRs. Bunch of SRs, I mean. Okay, bunch of SRs. SR. You got a little Ninetales. There's a nice little hollow Gengar. There's a Charizard. Now look at this. You got this Portgas Diace. Not bad. Some more hollows, more SRs at the wazoo, a couple more hollows. Put these hollows in one spot, shall we? Okay. Is it worth getting a new label for old PSA 10? You know, it is, unless they accidentally destroy your card in the process. You know what I'm saying? So if they destroy your card by accident, you're not going to be very happy with that. All right, so I'm going to put these guys right in here. That ace card. Yeah, he's pretty cool, huh? He's pretty cool. Put that there. All right. All right. Put this in the front. All right. Good. Long you, long time. What? What do we got here? So, I'm going to put Miss Sarah in. She donated some stuff. I'm going to put Mr. LaFlame in. He donated some stuff. I'm going to put Mr. Lone Video Game Person in. Lone Video Game. Number 4 is going to be Risen Rose. Wow, that song's really pretty. Number 5. Lurkin Lowry, Carlton Wicks. Number 6. They Took Our Jobs. It's actually a little bit of... It's funny that that was kind of like a South Park satirization of redneck blue-collar workers complaining about, you know, like illegal immigration or something like that. But, you know, people really did lose their car manufacturing jobs. They got shipped overseas or they got shipped to another country and really did destroy some people's lives. You know, the country's gone under some dramatic changes over the last 20 years, wouldn't you say? 20 years have changed a lot. Yeah, all right. It's a very funny satirization, though. I'm hitting refresh. Now, wait a second. We finished Mr. LaFlame, but it is now Mr. Jamie Lopez's turn. He says he wants 2 of the SB1s. I'm running low on these, man. Okay. Then he wants... Oh, look at that. Then he wants 10 packs of the Korean Blue Sky stream. When you guys see those Dragon Ball packs on the table, that's serious business. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Those are like $21 or something like that a piece. They're really expensive. And then finally, one of the Paldean Fates. Paldean Fates. Oh yeah, we restocked those. Where did we put those? I don't remember where we actually put them after we restocked them. There's Crown Zenith. Give me a second here. Let me see if I can find them real fast. Where are they? Back here? They're not back here, are they? No, that's the McDonald's cards. All right. We got a lot of packs. So this is Crown Zenith. What's this? Black Bull. Ah, Paldean Fates. How many of them? 1. Chance for the Bubble Mew English. Ooh. Probably not going to get it. He's a tough pull. He's a tough cookie. Were these not sitting in a bag? I thought they were. Bring me back to the 90s, please, God. Mr. Troy, I was at a fair out here today in Lake of the Ozarks, and it did kind of feel like the 90s. It is because I'm in the countryside, and there hasn't been as much progress out here. And so I went to this festival, and it felt kind of like the 90s. Here it is. Had a feeling, an old feeling to it. Just snip this. Okay, put that there. Snip this. All right. I like going to fairs. Yeah, it was cool, man. I liked it. Mister, yell at me like I've been real bad. You've been a bad boy, Mr. Russ. There you are. All right. I don't think that's what he meant. I bought a Topps Holo Pikachu in a PSA 9 a while ago. The corners look so clean. It just has what looks like a thumbprint on it. I'm going to crack it and try to clean it. But it's an old PSA cert. Ooh, scary. What to do, what to do. Here goes, Jamie Lopez. Welcome back, Jamie Lopez. Here is your Volcarona. This. And this. You want to enjoy the 90s? Go watch some 90s commercials. You can go watch like a, you go watch like a 90s commercial compilation. That'll take you back. It'll also make you depressed. You'll be like, how's so much time passed? I don't feel like I'm a 40-year-old guy, but I'm like 3 years away from being 40. Like, What happened? I don't feel 40. Here's Victini. And a cold one. All right. They shut down the last movie theater in my area last year. What is this? Is that an ant? I see an ant over here. There can't be ants in my room. How's there an ant in my room? There's no food in the room. All right. So, Paldean Fates. Ooh, the Espartha is kind of cool. Look at that. Very nice. And now, did Anthony watch the Jackie Chan animation series? Here's this person, Android. One more thing. What? Here's... No, wait, that was a different one. It wasn't... Ooh, look at that. Isn't Jackie Chan, like, banning his daughter from being in his will because she's trying to marry, like, a girl or something like that? That's pretty rough. Not in my family. You marry boys. Let's leave this. All right. Okay. That's for you, Mr. Jamie. Can you pin the shop? Is the shop not already pinned? Jamie, you're going to be in the JA box. What time is it? 4:36. I got to wrap up, guys. It is too late at night. It is too late at night now. I got to wrap up. No more orders, guys. No more orders. Wrapping up time. Closing time. Closing all the shop up. All right. Maryland has turned to shite. Tell me about it, Mr. Crazy. Why is it bad? Bill Lee, he says, 1 prismatic and 1 ascended heroes. So here's 1 prismatic and here's 1 ascended heroes. Bill Lee got 2 packs. Here you go, Bill. Have no fear, Bill. It's your turn right now. Just a little bit of a wait time there, that's all. All right, what we got for Mr. Bill? Ooh, something. Ooh. Coridon. Ah, man, I thought it was going to be a hit. Closing time. And Metal Talismans. Professor Research Diplin Floodamane. Floodamane, the main with the flutter. Hey, you got that Floodamane? Here's Charmeleon. The crime rate has gone through the roof, especially the shootings. I got into an argument with somebody at the gas station about the kids around here. 12 to 18-year-olds shooting each other. You know, I keep hearing about that. So the adults that are in, like, gangs and stuff like that have been coaching the kids to get into, like, gunfights because they know that the punishment for the children is way lower. So the kids know that they get, like, a window of time to sort of do really serious crimes. And if they can get away with it, great. But if they get caught, which some of them will, they won't serve as much time if they get caught because they'll be treated as a child. And I think that can be corrected real fast. You just change the laws so that if a child's running around shooting people with the gun, they get charged exactly the same as an adult. Problem solved. Here's Miss Sarah. 2 break points and 4 live costumes. You're not giving up on the live customs. Let's see what goes on. That's media hysteria. There. I don't think it's necessarily is. I just watched the news and there was a shooting in Louisiana. There was a bunch of high school kids. They were all shooting each other behind parked cars. It looked pretty crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. The adult gangsters ain't scared to shoot. All right, what we got? Cold. The guy I got in an argument with is a childhood friend of mine who was posting videos on his TikTok of the kid acting like a grown gangster, cussing other little kids out. Perp. Fuck my mama, fuck my dad. No, I'm just kidding. I'm starting. No! Wow, these are so tough. It's like there's no hits in here. I don't know, Sarah. I have a suspicion the box is hot. Wow. Definitely some sweeps in that live custom box. Sarah, you're going to go into the second chance bag again. I feel like I got to get you some bonus cards at this point. There we go. Wow. Same issue here in the UK. Gangs using kids to run their drugs. Yeah, so that's like a new strategy And it shows you that having, having laws that make it so that children can get away with crimes is something that a bad person immediately exploits. This is kind of similar to like when we create, rules for engagement in war, where you say, well, you're not allowed to target like a hospital or something like that. Well, then the bad guy says, well, they're not allowed to target hospitals. Let's go pack our bags up and put everything in the hospital. So when somebody's trying to, when someone real ambitious is trying to get away with something real nasty, they exploit the rules. They exploit your civility. They exploit your civility. They know you're a civilized person and they exploit you for that. They know you don't want to be bad. They know you don't want to be mean. You don't have the guts. Do it, do it. You don't have the guts. You know, and they do have the guts because they're tough guys. They're tough customers. So we're not done with your turn, Miss Sarah. I'm just pulling these down and putting them back into the consignment box where they will never sell. So 2 break points. Let's get you some hot stuff in the break points. All right. I love these big orders, Sarah. A young white couple was just beaten badly on a train in Chicago because of slavery. What? Okay, you ready? Yeah, I don't know about all that. You hear about some of those racially motivated attacks sometimes, but yeah. I don't know. It all stays up on the internet forever. That's the interesting thing. All right, you ready? Wow, look at that drowsy, man. Here's Petalil. You guys can all join my gang. You guys want to join my gang? In my gang, we just shave our heads and open Pokemon cards. Is that cool? Here's Pancham. Y'all just scared of everything. Troy, this kid has to be a rage baiter. It is. Let's see. We got Skorupi. Ooh, I like this Phantump. All right, and behind it, I see a non-holo. So this pack is light, and you pick up this really beautiful Phantump. Okay. Set that there. Team Aqua gang. That's what the article on X says. Durant, Doublade, Luxray. All right. I'll let you finish sleeving the rest of these. Okay. Now, I'm going to toss this over here. Ready? All right. Here's... There can't be charged because of low IQ, it says. What are you talking about? So does that mean if I'm stupid enough, I can get away with everything? You hear that term being used a lot by, like, President Trump. He says that a lot, low IQ. And I think is a very, I don't know. I think it's a very politically incorrect term. And it can actually, people complain about political correctness being out of control. But I got to say, sometimes it's not a bad idea to limit to how low you're willing to go in terms of how you speak about other people. Like, I don't think you should go as far as dehumanizing people. Here's Shelder. So it's like you can't just dismiss every person you don't like as being like inferior to you intellectually. Wow, that is a great looking Growlithe. Trump's going to be gone pretty soon, man. He's got 3 years left, and he is so old. And the Republican Party's going to have to pick up after him and decide what the style is going to be. Because Trump's kind of like a mafia boss. He's a toughie. He's a mafia boss, and I would describe him like a bully for sure. And I don't think anyone's like him in the Republican Party, really. So the Republican Party's got to decide how they're going to sound and feel later. But, you hear that term tossed around a lot, low IQ. I don't really like that term. I get it. IQ science and all that stuff. I believe in IQ science and all that stuff, but it's like, I don't think you're supposed to use the IQ science basically to give yourself sort of like supremacy over others. The goal, of course, is for the whole human race to become increasingly intelligent, right? And it's just mean-spirited ultimately. I think in the future there will be like DNA splicing, and if you want to be smarter, you can like pay to be smarter or something. That's what I think will happen. Look at that, Phantom and Growlithe. And there's always someone smarter than you too, so it doesn't hurt to be a little humble. And Trump's definitely not humble. Wow, that Growlithe just looks fantastic, man. I'm going to put that into your hitch bag. All right. In prison for murder, he says he knows all about the gang life. I've been seeing that a lot. What can I say? I love Pokemon. I can't believe he said that about Alex Jones. Did he call Alex Jones low IQ? Trump just says that about anyone he doesn't like, to be fair. But yeah, it's sometimes it's a sort of racial. I don't want to use the term dog whistle, but sometimes it's a racial dog whistle for guys who believe like, oh, certain races are superior to some races, and yeah, it's a very controversial claim to make, but it's part of that philosophical way of thinking where it's like, the glass is half empty and the goal is to cleanse yourself of the, I don't know, the problems in the world. It's a style of thinking that Republicans fall into, I feel. Not all Republicans, but some. And I don't think it's very good. It's not good for you ultimately. The goal for everybody, in my opinion, is to reach pretty much like enlightenment. That's the goal, is enlightenment. And that's a complex concept, really. Like it's hard to be smart enough or wise enough or educated enough to reach a point where you know what the next thing should be. Like, what's the next thing we're supposed to be working on? What's the next step? How do we advance? How do we evolve? It's hard to actually land on that properly, in my opinion. It's like, I don't think everyone's going to do that. And both sides definitely don't make it any easier. Like, I think Democrats make mistakes, Republicans make mistakes, but ultimately the goal is just progress, right? We want progress. We want prosperity, especially prosperity. He just don't know how to talk about without pissing all of us off. He definitely needs a PR team, but he's too arrogant to get one. You're talking about Trump? Yeah. He is definitely a little bit arrogant. Here's Mr. Joseph Smith, one Trump pack. Trump. All right, here we are. All right. He knows how to get attention. He's a content creator. That's one thing I noticed about him. He knows how to make people listen to him and pay attention to him. So he's like a content creator. You call him a rage baiter. You can call him a, whatever you want. There we go. Ooh. 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 Computer, show me two girls doing it. All right, there you go. Mr. Joseph Smith. Trump is hating on us in the UK so much. It's now a great source of conversation. Yeah, I noticed that. There's a pattern to that. Trump talks about the UK constantly, and he glazes the king so hard. Like, remember he was at a dinner in the UK and he called it like the highest honor of his life. I think Trump identifies as like Scottish or something like that. And I think deeper down, I suspect he wished he was like part of like the British, Irish, Scottish, like, well-to-do nobility, whatever. So, he's already wealthy, right? Like there's a point where money is just money. So he's a wealthy guy. He's got money. I don't think he cares about that as much. I think he cares a lot about identity and all that stuff. And so he talks often about, being part Scottish and all that. I think he takes a lot of pride in that. And he talks constantly about the UK, and it almost sounds like he wishes he could go run it. That's the funny thing. Yeah, did you catch when he mentioned that he would be open-minded to America joining the I can't remember it. What's that thing that the Australian and Canadians and the British all have? The Commonwealth? As crazy as that sounds, he said he was open-minded to the America joining the Commonwealth. Did you guys catch that? He said that like a year ago. It wasn't that long ago that he said that. And it's like, what are you talking about, dude? America, the country that separated itself famously from the UK and fought for its freedom, now it's going to join back under the crown or something? I was like, what are you talking about, dude? Here's Mr. Chris Gonzalez. He says, one Ascended Heroes. You got it, man. All right, one more pack. No more orders, guys. Let's see. Alex Jones always had his back to him. Then he said one thing about Trump, and he comes out and just totally trashes him. He's tough, man. He's a tough bird. And that's how he got to where he's at. He was always tough. He doesn't want to be friendly. He will trash anyone who trashes him. What's really interesting about Trump is if you're like somebody who's not even that important, and you say something about him, he will still come and hit you back. Like it looks petty. Like why would he respond to Alex Jones? Why would he respond to Candace Owens? Why would he respond to Tucker Carlson? Although maybe Tucker Carlson's a little more dangerous. I think that guy has more sway than the other two. But why would he even acknowledge them? He's almost like giving them power. He's giving them influence by giving them attention. But it shows you he always has something. He always wants to swing back. It doesn't really matter for him. Like he doesn't care if he's giving you attention. He definitely wants to swing back at you. And yeah, he's just kind of, I don't know, man. It's a very interesting personality. It's interesting that people compare him to the Mustache Man because I just don't quite see it. I don't quite see it. His wife is Eastern European, right? Remember, the Mustache Man wanted to get rid of the Slavs, and then he's obviously a big fan of Israel too. And the Mustache Man definitely didn't like them, so I don't think he's quite that person. But he's definitely a hard ass. You know, he's definitely a jerk. All right, here's Chris Gonzalez. You ready? I'm not your enemy. I'm blinked up, bro. I'm speaking of Israel. Did you hear that the Iranian people are saying if American Israel can get rid of the IRGC and free them, they will name the two cities after Trump and Netanyahu? I've not heard that, no. I don't think that's a good idea at all. Here we are. That would just make the area feel like it needs to be reconquered. Victory Bell, Dratini, and Neubat. Ooh. I like this Victory Bell a lot, by the way, Mr. Chris. Isn't that a cool card? All right. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate it, man. Now, I don't know what's going to happen with all that stuff in Iran. I don't know how that ends. I think that there's only a couple endings to it. I think one, Trump withdraws and Israel withdraws and Iran just bounces back slowly, but with the help of China and Russia, they bounce back. Two, Trump withdraws, Israel does not withdraw and continues just hounding Iran with the help of our money and the help of our guns. Three, Trump decimates all the power plants and all the bridges, and Iran is like, they're destroyed in a similar way that Hamas was destroyed. There it is, Chris. Just really brutal, very painful, hurts all the people. That's probably what, I think that's the highest odds that would happen. I don't know, though, because Trump is kind of biding his time. And so I thought he would have done it by now already. But he keeps saying stuff like, well, they don't even know who their leaders are. So, you know, it sounds like he hesitates. And it's a very expensive hesitation. If you think about it, you know, like the price of gas has gone up. The midterms are around the corner. They're in November. So Trump still has time to turn that around, right? Trump still has time to come out of the war, whether, you know, you think he won it or not. He's going to say he won it, right? So he's very good at that. So he's going to come out. He's going to say, I won the war. Iran lost, yada, yada, yada. Maybe the Strait of Hormuz is reopened. The gas flow continues and gas prices kind of come back down. And people are, all right, so you did the thing. And then he's going to, you know, he's going to say a lot of nice things about himself. But, you know, he's delaying it because I think he's still hoping to get some kind of deal out of the Iranians. And the longer he delays that, the harder it is to recover before the midterm elections. So I think the Iranians know this too, by the way. I think the Iranians know if they can just wait until they get very close to the midterm elections, Trump is going to be in a lot of trouble if the price of gas hasn't come down. I think that's their strategy right now. Just sort of delay. Do you find up listening to... Oh, no, I did not end up doing that. I just kind of listen to TikTok, by the way. When you try and overturn the will of the American people in an election, I'm okay with people mentioning him with the mustache man. Oh, you're talking about the 2016 thing, right? Let's see. I'm the type of person that... No, not 2016. Was it 2020, actually? The 2020 thing. I'm the type of person that thinks when you try to say somebody like Trump is just like blank, that minimizes all the stuff blank did. Yeah, I have to agree with that. Like, so if you actually look at what he's done, it's just not comparable. Like, H-Man, he went out, he started capturing all these places, he started bombing all these places, he killed a whole bunch of people. Then he ran a genocide, and then he attacked Russia because he intended to pretty much to genocide them too. He thought the Slavs were inferior. So Trump's just not at that level, you know? So it's like, how can you make the comparison? All right, but you know, it's a very strong word that it's kind of like trying to call someone Voldemort or something, and so you use it like a tool, like a weapon. You know, like, well, you're Voldemort, and you know, if you can use that like a weapon, it's easy to reach for it. But yeah, I think that society kind of catches up to that. They kind of catch up to it and get used to it, and they go, okay, this is not having the same impact it used to have. All right, guys, what an interesting conversation for our Saturday night stream. We're at the end of it. I'm hopping off now. It's 4:54. We're ending at 5 a.m. and I need to just crawl into bed and fall asleep instantly. Okay, so I'm going to fall asleep instantly after this stream. I appreciate all of the orders from all you guys. You're very kind to me. Thank you very much. Uh, I'm going to be back for Sunday, hopefully, but I'm supposed to take Sunday off, but I might not take Sunday off, which I've done like twice in a week now, working 7 days a week again like a crazy guy. So we'll see, okay, guys? Peace out, says Troy. Crazy says, just like calling white people racist, uh, yeah, some white people are racist. Not all of them, obviously. I'm going to hop off. See you later, guys.